Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another Barkeep stream. I am your host, as per usual, Barkeep. Welcome on in. Happy Friday, everybody. For those in the workforce, TGIF, as per usual. I don't know if anybody really says it anymore, but I like it all the same. Hope you guys are having a good one. I know I have. I have been getting into what we're playing today for the last couple of weeks like crazy. Turns out, when you get some modifications that allow you to steer and jump and replace the shitty thock that nobody likes, that being the homing jump that was integrated into the base version, Sonic Robo Blast 2 becomes pretty pleasurable to play. And boy frickin' howdy, does the internet like it. I mean, shit. It's really easy to see why. I mean, I've been playing Sonic games since I was like 6 years old. That's how I started out. You know, my babysitter literally brought over a Sega Genesis with Sonic and Knuckles in it. And that's all you had to do for babysitting, because I would play the game, go to bed, and he made easy money with that. Easy money. You know, that's all it took for me to be a good kid. Just give me video games, and I was good to go. All right? Yeah, it's easy. That's all you have to do. Oh yeah, absolutely. And I didn't own it, so that's how I got my Sega experiences. Every now and again I would play with that. Otherwise I had Nintendo and DOS, you know? Well, I wouldn't say the thock is like a homing jump. It's kind of like a homing jump. It sends you forward like a homing jump, but the height on it is not very good. The way it works is not very good. For me, the original controls and jump height and speed and everything for original Robo Blast 2 is not for me. So I found a whole bunch of mods that improve that experience, and all of a sudden it's like, oh hey, I love the game now. And I think that's perfectly fine, because it still has the challenge and everything of the levels that I go through. It's just, I get to play my way now. Anyways, speaking of which, let's go ahead and boot up Sonic Robo Blast 2 so we're not sitting here with a blank screen for forever. And it should run really well now, because I switched over to OpenGL. Usually things work really good once you switch it on over to OpenGL. But yeah, I've been having a lot of fun with it. Like, it has its own little base game that you can go through, and that itself is a lot of fun. It's got, I think, about 8 stages, and then 2 boss battles, I think, is pretty good. No, wait, it's got like 8 boss battles in it, maybe 9. It's a good campaign if you're going through the game just regularly, but that's not what we're going to do today. I mean, I've been through Green Flower Zone and Techno Hill Zone like 1,000 times before. No, we're going to enjoy some of the, what do they call it? The OLDC level packs. I can't look at Knuckles without thinking about the Sonic movies with Knuckles, yeah. I think most people can't look at Sonic without thinking about the movies now. Jim Carrey being in there, you know? So yeah, I've got my add-ons folder here. Actually, this is kind of a good point to just point out to people, to be honest. If you ever want to get into modding Sonic Robo 2 Blast, all you have to do is just put your packages into the add-ons folder, and then you select them from there. And that's how you do it. This is how I get all of my custom levels put into here. I just select them from here, and it automatically boots it up, which is really nice, might I add. Being able to just slap it in there, select it, and go, that is nice. And then this little folder up here, required add-ons. These are the things that I use to make the game not more accessible, but more comfortable for a guy like me. You know, we've got modifications that give you better air acceleration, more air recovery options, rotation from Sonic Colors, which is really good. The jump mod, many tweaks, quick view roll. Rebound dash is really good. I mean, this, again, is another recovery option that just makes the game so much nicer, in my opinion. You know, you shouldn't be slapped into a death pit without any way to get out of it. Utopian Curl, that is almost uniquely must-get mod that Utopia uncurl. Being able to uncurl and curl back into a spin, it's so useful. And then we got extra spice. The drop dash over here, this one's kind of optional because it doesn't let you use shields. But in exchange, you get that drop dash where it's kind of like boing, 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 you know, the SLW bounce. I like exchanging out my shield in order to have the triple bounce. I think that's fair, you know? I don't get to use shields, but I get a little bit more of a mobility option. I think that's fine by me. So yeah, whenever I go into like a new pack or anything like that, I just go into there, I turn them all on, and then I choose from whatever I want from out of here. There's a lot of different stuff that I've been able to find. And you're absolutely right. The mod support is incredibly solid. Like, you can get different characters into here. You can get level packs, mod packs, particular areas that you can go into. They even have hangout zones like Corey's Cafe. That's one of the ones I put up on the YouTube channel. That was a lot of fun just to go through it to see what it had, you know. But the ones I really want to focus on today are the original level design contest packs, which have all been turned into hub worlds, which I think is really neat. Because you can go into these hub worlds now that the contest is over, and you can play through any of the levels that you like at your own leisure. And personally, I think that's really great. I mean, that's a stunning thank you back to the community, you know, after running a contest like that. I am currently going through all these, recording them, and I have yet to do 2023 and 2024. I mean, perfectly fine by me, I think. But there's a lot of great levels in here. Some of them are broken, some of them are kind of unplayable, and then some of them are just, well, trash. There's no getting around that. In the original level design contests that they have on here, some of these are just bad. That's a given, you know. You run a contest like that, sometimes you're just gonna get crap. So, oh, but there is one thing I wanted to ask. Starting out with, I think, summer 2020. That was the very first original level design contest one that I did. Let's go into that, because I have a question, a burning question for everybody in chat today. There is one particular level within this package here that I really like, and the problem is that I have no idea. I have absolutely no idea what the original soundtrack to that is. I wish I knew, but I can't really find it. It'd take a lot of time for me to try and find it, so if anybody knew, like, off the top of their heads, that would be a lot quicker. Speed is the name of the game with Sonic. I don't want to be too slow. You have that much of burning sensation, you need a doctor? Yes. But, yeah, this was the first original level design contest that they did. And to have this selection of levels that you can go into is just really stunning. I mean, this isn't the level that I'm talking about for trying to find the music, but this is one of the ones I really like. You know, out of all of these, this one over here is a personal favorite. It's Toffee Tour Zone 1 by Roy Kurtz. And I like it a lot because you can just frickin' blast through it. Let me show you. I feel like that German guy, you know, off of YouTube. He's like, let me show you its features, and he has all these, like, bow guns and stuff on it. It's all made out of wood. Kinda neat. I forget what his YouTube name is. He hasn't posted in a while, I don't think. Yeah. I was so happy when I first heard this, that just putting Kirby into Sonic. They do this a lot. There is a lot of Kirby and Sonic type levels out there, apparently. Kind of freaks me out, but, you know, at the same time, it really does work. Ew! Let me go, bro. See what I mean? I love this level just for being able to go, you know. And then, ooh, yeah, get him right there. Boink. A little bit of Jesus-ing, running on water. That's always fun to do. Boink, boink, and outie. And that's how we do. It was a little bit sloppy here and there, but, you know, for the most part, it was pretty darn good. Oh, yeah. I remember you talking about that. Make a Mega Man level. They had the first one and they had the second one. It sounded like it was really good. And I was interested in that because I was doing Mega Man Maker levels back in the day, which were pretty fun, too. I should make a few of those in the future. You know? They're fun. They're fun to do. And they're fun to make. I got that creative side to me. Oh yeah, so what was that level that I was looking at that I was wondering about the soundtrack? I think it was this? Yes, Wild West Zone by Dead. This is the one that I really want to know the soundtrack to. And I have no idea. I just have no idea. Yeah, oh, make a good Mega Man level, yeah. Yeah. I didn't know it predated Mega Man Maker by a while. Huh. I wonder if it inspired Mega Man Maker in the first place. That's something I'll have to look into. Alright, so for anybody watching the VOD, anybody who just, you know, is sitting in Twitch right now wondering, I'll go through this. I'll go through it quick. See if you can recognize the song. I'd love to know. I know, right? Staying quiet for most of it. That's exactly what it sounds like. Ooh, this is my favorite part right here. Like, you got that Wild West feel for the most of it, and then this opens up. It's the coolest. And just like that, I am done. So, I stayed quiet for most of that. I tried to give you as much as I could without me just kind of blabbering over it. I have no idea what that song sounds, or what that song is, but it sounds like an RPG overworld? Maybe Wild Guns? I'm really honestly not sure. It's definitely got that kind of Wild West feeling to it, so, you know, either that's an original composition, which would be amazing if it was, or it's likely brought from a video game somewhere, but I just don't know what it is, you know? I tried using some tools to look it up, but it doesn't recognize it at all. So, if it is an original composition, and that is truly what it is, I might have to spend a moment just trying to rip it from that stage and, you know, post that onto YouTube for my own listening pleasure, because it's goddamn cool. It really is. Some of the music selection that you get around some of these original level design contests, are really fun, I think. Can I hop in again? Yeah, sure. You're telling me to play one of my favorite levels? Yeah, we can absolutely do that. I'll be quiet going through here, other than playing through it, you know? Bottom right? Why not? Where is the card? Not Wild Arms 3, but it's close to it. Oh god, the cart was here all along. Alright, we good though. I may have fudged up on taking that upper route, but the level is still really fun to play in either way. Like, all routes will get you to where you want to go very quickly. Oh, neat. That's what gets you to this area. It's just me kind of fanboying over certain things here and there. You know what I mean? This would be a semi-slower route to go through. It takes you in from the left rather than the right. Still gets you to where you need to go, though. Now, if there was a way to skip this area, I think that'd be really cool, but I think there's nothing you can really do to open up the door immediately. Well, I wish I could do that. No, it might take some experimenting with, I don't know. Oh yeah, God. That's from, I think, the original Wild West zone that you get to go into, Arid Canyon. That's where they brought that over from. Was using the explosives of stage hazards, but also ways to open up those wind vortexes for you to be able to go through. Let's check this out. I'm really curious. You're saying it's a remix of something that might be from Wild Arms 4? Let's listen. Oh my god, you may be right. I wonder if there's something out there that I could find if I asked Wild Arms 4 over the Wind remix. If I could find it for that. Huh. You know? I never would have expected to be so darn close to it on the first shot, but, you know, Wild Arms is a wonderful, wonderful RPG. You know, just to take a moment to say that. I really should play it on the channel sometime, because the games are really great. I like them a lot. But I've never gotten into them for some reason. That doesn't sound like it. That's more... I'll have to look into that. I will have to look into that. One with the main Western-themed RPG series that you knew and went by the game listening to the overworlds. It does! It does sound like Wild Arms, but there's something sound fonty about it that's not quite right. You know what I mean? He might have changed the sound font in order to make it sound more Sonic-like. That might have been it. To which, if that is what's happened, the author Dead has done an incredible job with that. I like that. That's really cool. So I must ask, are there any levels on here that kind of, you know, make you wonder, make you want to see me play them? Most of all these for the 2020 original level design contest work really well for the most part. I think there's only like maybe one or two of them that aren't all that great. Oh, it's hard to pick favorites, Glaylev. Actually, it is easy enough to pick a favorite. In fact, the winner of this contest was this one over here. Metallic Madness Zone 1 by Quinn and Failure Old. This one won the very first contest. And I can see why. It's very well designed. Here we go. A lot of this is just designed for you to be able to just go through it. And it also doesn't use any enemies, which I think is really neat. Because for the most part, a lot of these stages tend to use enemies one way or another, but these guys made a good stage without having to do that. That's incredible to me. Like, if you get into Zaxel's type of levels, those things are filled to the brim with enemies. It's nuts how much he uses enemies. But you go through these, and that doesn't happen at all. Oh, wait a minute. Haven't been this way before? Probably not. Huh. Oh well. Oh, right. Because you're supposed to go this way. Gotcha. Well, I flubbed that up. You're supposed to go down this way. It's alright, we can redo it. Woo! See, that's why I talk about having recovery options like that. It's just really nice. And yeah, I like that it's expansive, it's wide open, and it doesn't have any of those clogging checkpoints that makes you feel like you got slapped upside the lettuce for playing the level wrong, you know? There could be a lot of that sometimes. I do mean a lot. But yeah, heck, for a level that has no enemies in it, it's open, it's got a lot of diverging paths, it plays to improving skill level. It's a good indication of why it won the original contest for the 2020 Summer Design. I like it a lot. I mean, sometimes I like a little bit more challenge in what I play through some of these, but for the most part, I can see why it won. Yeah. Wild Arms 4 doesn't have a lot of love for remixes? That's kind of odd, don't you think? The only reason I say that, with it being just a really odd sort of thing, is that Wild Arms has had such a long tradition of making good JRPG games. It's like, why would that be restricted for remixes? It could be a couple of things. One of them being something that's a bit of a phenomenon with, musical remixes throughout YouTube, is the fact that if you have music that's already really, really good, there's not a lot you can do to improve on that or remix it. It gets very tough to do that. Believe me, I've tried. The other thing that I think it might be is just generally most JRPG stuff, it gets a lot of remix content on YouTube in general because of things like OC Remix, which is a very, very wonderful place to get music for things. They do a really good job of remixing music. But yeah, like you said right there, it might not be a super popular or well-known enough thing for people to start remixing it like crazy. I mean, there's a few things here and there, but You know, if a series is obscure enough, you might not get as much content as you might think. No, it's just how it is. Oh, God, you want to see a level that I don't really like, but also really like? Heroes Hall by Zaxel. Me and Zaxel have a love-hate relationship, mainly because of the fact he's a gigantic frickin' weeaboo. But he also makes really good level design. In theory, that is. Because this beautiful level-making design munchkin, well, he at the same time just loves to fill up his levels with enemies in the weirdest locations. Like, you see how I could have turned that blind spot over there and I would have been ambushed by an enemy? Like, it happens again over there and over here. Just constant ambushes left, right, and center. Hey, Ipsmeister! How's it going? Oh, welcome on in, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. My name's Barkeep. Welcome on in. Hope you guys are having a good day. Let me just snooze that advertisement break for a second so I can welcome you all in. Hey, Megan and Tin Dog. Hope you guys are all having a great Friday. I am Barkeep. That's what you can call me. That's what they call me. Welcome on into the tavern. I play just about everything. Pretty much. You know, I don't really have any big set routine other than, you know, that beautiful thing down at the bottom down there that says when I'm doing stuff and what I'm doing stuff. Please, 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 please make sure to go follow Apesmeister. She is fantastic. She works at a game shop of her own creation, of her, well, yeah, her husband's creation, her creation, you know, it's a team effort. She recently came back from Vegas, so she has wonderful stories along with a cold. Of course you got a cold. See, that might be because you told that one photographer to, you know, beat it when you were having a meal at the cafe. It's karma coming back. Nah, I kid. But she's a lovely person. She plays a lot of different stuff, and she generally has a lot of great insights on what makes a game work, what doesn't make a game work. Her reviews are pretty darn solid, so go check her out. You know, she won't do you wrong, I'll tell you that much. You had smells and they were not nice smells. Ooh. You know, well, see, that's something that somebody with, you know, a real galaxy tier brain would be able to pick up on. That was funny. I was hanging out with Gunstar not that long ago, and we were just exchanging a couple of greetings, talking about the Vegas trip and whatnot, and that got brought up. He was talking about something about the Hard Rock Cafe or something like that, and you guys were rejecting, you know, picture takers here and there. And for some odd reason, I could totally see you saying go away to a photographer, you know, just brutally out of nowhere, because, and this is how I remembered it, I recently saw just one of those clips that you had from your channel where you were laughing about an orphan being an orphan. And you were like, get fucked. And it had me laughing. And that's why I remembered it. That's why I knew you would have the gumption to tell a photo taker to go away. Oh, man. They do. They do. They're awful about that. Vegas is a weird and wild place. You know, fortunately, I've never had that before. The only couple of times that I've been down to Vegas, I've never really had that happen. It's mainly because of the fact that I am a big motherfucker. Like, people do probably think twice looking around at their people there going around to Vegas and whatnot. They see me over there with, you know, huge ass grown beard and everything, tall. Is probably thinking, maybe not that guy. So, Vegas is the prototype megacorp city, so laws are weird. Look at this guy over here, going full cyberpunk 2 seconds into the conversation. Anywho, for what we're doing today, folks, we are playing through the original level design contests for Sonic Robo Blast 2, which are really fun. It's a lot of good modded content, and while this one may not be my favorite because the creator Zaxel stuffs enemies into here like he's going to run out of enemies in the next 2 seconds. It is a well-designed level. I'll give it that. You know, it is very pretty. It also should be worth mentioning that Zaxel here is a huge freaking weeaboo. I'll tell you that right now without any reservations or judgment. It's just the truth. Man just likes his anime stuff for some reason. And it's super evident within the stages that he makes. Oh, you. Get out of here. Woo! Boing. Oh yeah, so the first gimmick of the stage here is that we get to go into these portals and go through, I would say, personalized areas for these heroes that they talk about. It's kind of neat. Woo! Y'all never gonna get me. And ollie outie. It's literally a private town built not to have to deal with pesky things like municipal laws run by a company. Night City and Cyberpunk started basically the identical way. Could be the next Night City for all I know. Anyways, folks, I do have an ad break that is looming on our tails, so we're going to take that ad break. We'll be back in just a couple of minutes. I will refresh myself, and then we'll get back to playing some more of these really, really cool original levels that have been made and just absolutely been given so much love by the Sonic community. I think you guys will really enjoy this, you know, stay tuned. We'll be back in a moment. Alright, welcome back everybody. Thank you so much for waiting through the break. Let's get back to some more Sonic Robo Blast 2 Original Level Design Contest Enjoyment. So yeah, the kind of idea is to go through these areas here, press the switch, get back to the main area, and then once you've done that, you can go through because it opens up the door. Whee! Some of the moves that I do in this are not something that you could originally do, I guess I could say. There are a lot of tweaks and additions that I've put into this just to make it a little bit more enjoyable for myself to be able to play this, but again, I don't see them really as unfair. It's more just making it so that I can just play the game without having to worry about, you know, jump height being good, thock height being good, thock being that swoosh kind of jump that I'm doing every now and again. Ah! Frickin' flower. It's one of those enemies that they included in this one that I don't like. It's that flower that shoots rocks at you. Not very nice. Whee! There we go. So I'm sorry to hear you came back from Vegas with a cold, Apesmeister. That sucks. Just ugh. Ugh, ugh, ugh. I have a family member myself, it's my dad. He always comes back from trips with a cold. I don't know what it is. Like, he takes medication and stuff for it, but, like, never seems to work. I remember the one time I came back from France, I was just absolutely sick as a dog. It really sucked, because I was sick throughout the entirety of France as well. Oh, hopefully you should get over it soon, you know? Wait a minute. This is that one area. Frickin' church! Level design's been updated because there's a new pope in town. It's not true, but... Nah, I'm looking for something specific. There's an arrow on the floor telling me that I'm an idiot somewhere. Ah, here it is. That's how you get the button. Sometimes the game can be really unfair still. It's not perfect, you know. Sonic Robo Blast 2 is not exactly a perfect game, I'll tell you that, but it's a really good one. A lot of what the fans have done for the game have made it a very pleasurable experience. Original levels, original characters, sign packs left, right, and center that are really good. And of course, these dark areas where I can't see diddly squat on the floor. I know you're supposed to take it slow, but what would be the fun in that? It's supposed to be Sonic. I'm supposed to be going super fast. Oh, and then here. You know, I can't really, you know, give it too much shit. This level in specific, because, well, you can tell that he really tried to give a darn about the design and the length of everything in here. It's a neat level. I can't not say it's a neat level, because then I'd be lying. And what kind of a streamer would I be if I was lying to my viewers? My gosh. That'd be terrible. That'd be god-awful. Why, it would be 30% of every streamer out there. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But yeah, see what I mean about this level being just chock full of enemies left, right, and center? It's like, dude, calm down on the crawlers for 1 second, please. Thunder Shield, always nice. Whoop! Get him right there. In there. There. And boff it on that one. Too bad. It's neat though, you know? They got bedrooms of these heroic characters and whatnot. You can find little goodies in them. It's cool. Not once have I been through here have I been able to find an extra bonus coin. So I don't think he put them in. I don't think they're accessible in this area. I'm not sure. If the creator known as Zaxel put in a bonus emerald coin somewhere, then I am oblivious to it. Because I feel like I've been almost everywhere throughout this entirety of, you know, level. Most of these areas, I guess you could say. For the most part, they do try to hide it if they have it in a level. You know? And again, it could be in here. No, that's a bad thing to try and get. What a neat area in here, though. I like it. Though I feel like if I was to hide one of those Chaos Emerald coins, this would be a perfect area to do so. Yet, I'm not seeing any way for there to just, you know, be an opening or a button to press on the floor. That's a little bit disappointing, to be honest. But, what you can do. Not every level out there is going to be perfect, you know? It is neat that they've included so many things like this. Alright, we've already been through there. That's the archer, that's the magician. Zoop. Only one more area that we have to go through. And then that gets us to the end of the stage after we go through that one. It's an easy area, too. Well, to be honest, I totally forget where to go for that. Good old Zaxel levels are something that I don't really play all that often because it can get a little bit weird. I mean, this one's just a straightaway where you go through a ton of hard enemies. And they give you a lot of invincibility and whatnot. I guess that's, you know, nice. At the end of the day, though, it's just one of those design choices where it's like, I raise an eyebrow, I'm not sure about what's happened, but I'm not entirely feeling uncomfortable about it either. You feel me on that? Am I being weird here, chat? Or do I have something? That flower just killed a badnik. But gosh. Ah! And we've made it through Heroes Hall. Took a couple of hits, but overall it's a pretty good experience, you ask me. And again, for anybody who's coming in that's, you know, just kind of wondering about this, like, oh my gosh, Sonic Robo Blast 2, what's it all about? What the heck is it? Well, it's a free game that you can get on the internet if you search it up. The modification process is super simple. Speaking of, it's basically just the same website that you go to, forums. You grab it, you pop it into the add-ons folder, and bada bing, you can play stuff like this. You do what I'm doing. Which I think is really cool. A lot of the stuff that is associated with Sonic Robo Blast 2 would be the kart version, which is go-karts. And then what spawned from that was Robotnik Ring Racers, which is also a really good game. You know, it's picked up a lot of good support within the community, which I like to see. These are good games, and they're all free. Everything about it is free, which is fantastic. It really is a community effort that was kind of driven by just one development that started way back in the day. Like, if you go all the way back and see where this started, it was a side-scrolling flash game that looked like something you would find off of your grandpappy's PC. It was ugly. It was unfinished. It was choppy. To think that it's gotten to this point, I think is really impressive. Speaking of which, let's do something that isn't so plotting and pedantic for a level. I like Hectic Harbor Zone. It's fun. Makes me think of Legos. Whee! No, he still got me from behind there. I hate that little robot. And that's one emerald there. Nice. Hey, you're Cinder. How you doing, buddy? Welcome on in. If you're having a good day. Oh, you're just the guy I want to see right now, Ursunder. Good, good. I'm glad that you're here. We're playing a little bit of the original level design contest stuff. Ooh, 2 emerald coins. And a free emerald, just because I can. But yeah, it's a good thing that you're actually here. I'm glad about that. Because I found 2 level packs that I think you'd really, really like. And I put it up onto YouTube. I did recordings of both of them because they're both very expansive. Do you remember that once, just that one level that we went through that you really, 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 really liked? It was the Eggman TV level. Well, the entirety of those packs are based on that. So I think you would really enjoy it. I mean, the voice acting is really crappy. Everything looks like it went through, you know, Windows Paint for drawing, but the level design in the OST is pretty good sometimes. Soul Sustancia is what it's called, and so I thought I would, I'd let you know about that, you know? Of course, here's me just casually getting Chaos Emeralds and lives over here while I'm talking about this like it's no big deal. Listen, chat. Stuff like this is the back of my hand. It's like riding a bike by now. And I'm not just talking about Sonic stuff, it's like Nights into Dreams. I've played so much Nights into Dreams. I can just do this in my sleep, which is really funny because, Nights into Dreams? You'll get it when you're older. But I love it. It's good times all around. Ooh, grab these. Actually, you know, considering that you're here right now, I might as well just show you one of the Soul Sustancia packs. You know, it's fun, it's goofy, bad, but it's fun. No reason not to, you know? Besides, I think for the most part, I've pretty much done everything within, what is it? I believe the Summer 2020 pack that we're playing right now, you're pretty much done pretty much all the levels in here that I like anyways, to be honest. Oh yeah, you're playing Phantasy Star 1! Yeah, it's definitely a long game, and you really do kind of gotta make your own fun when you play it. It's kind of like that, I guess you could say. Not that it's bad, but it's kind of like that. You know what? Before I show off Soul Sustancia Part 1, we'll go through Concordian Coast some, because this is a nice area. And I am totally showing off right now. Except for that part. Oh, my hubris. My hubris got caught right there in that moment. It happens. It happens. Oh, it just puts you to sleep for some reason, huh? Maybe because it's a very relaxing sounding game, I wouldn't, I wouldn't go past you on that, you know? Phantasy Star is a very relaxing game sometimes. It has very relaxing soundtracks. Mother Earth of Dishonesty is one of the tracks in Phantasy Star Online 1. And it is very, very relaxing. Hell, it'll put me to sleep, you know, if I listen to it for too long. Is there one more I wanted to do out of this pack before we moved on? Why not this one? No, not that one. Fuck that one. You guys don't know what I'm talking about. I know what I'm talking about. You don't know, though. You don't know. Yeah, Cluttered Cavern Zone 2. That one's not bad. I like that. Before some of you all start saying, oh, but I want to see everything, don't worry. When we get past Soul Sustantia, we get it like, there are multiple years worth of level packs out there that we get to go through. So just because we don't get through everything in 2020 doesn't mean that you're missing out on, like, the essential experience of the original design level pack. Y'all are so good, you don't even know how good you are right now. Whee! Running! This is where I have to be kind of careful. Nah. That didn't work the way it was supposed to. They got all choppy on me. Oh, but the music in this is beautiful, I think. Fuck it. Whoop! Whoop! That was so close. I should never do that. The fact that that worked should not have worked. You know? That should never work, ever. But I guess that's how you speedrun that. Oh man, heart in my throat. Times a million. Anyways, like I was saying earlier, let's check out some of that Soul Sustantia. Just because you're here right now, Arsunder, I really like to show you it. One of the things that people should keep in mind right now is that whenever I go into a new pack or a new mod level, I do have to reboot the game, because if I don't, things get a little fucky-wucky. Things don't work so well. So that's the only condition that I have to go through with, you know, loading things up. Not that it takes long, mind you. All you have to do is just go into your add-ons, grab everything that you need for movement, speed, that sort of stuff, load them all up, and then choose what you want to choose. So yeah, separating out, you know, your movement stuff from your level packs is generally a really good idea. Still waiting on Soul Sustantia 3. Once again, I am being absolutely kicked in the butt concerning, you know, new things for new seasons. Like, I'm still waiting on Season 3 of Severance for Apple TV. I'm still waiting on Part 3 of Soul Sustantia. I'm still waiting for a lot of stuff, guys. You know, new Rick and Morty series. New Rick and Morty season. I need another one of those. It's been promised. Here I am waiting for 2026 for something to come out. Like, Jesus, please. Give me something in the meantime. Anything. All I've got to go on right now is Ippo no Hajime. And well, that's a really good anime about boxing. I don't got much else right now. I digress. Sonic here has been really great. Speaking of which, Soul Sustantia. Immediately you can tell how goofy this is. Like, you can tell that everything has just been made out of, like, paint windows. It's not bad, though. It's not bad. Anyways, brace everybody. Brace yourselves. There's gonna be really bad voice acting. It's gonna hurt. It's gonna kick you right in the scoogiles. As Tom Petty says, the waiting is the hardest part. I agree.
Get off my island!
So, how to explain? Somebody thought that Arnold Schwarzenegger impression would be the funniest thing for, you know, Knuckles. And he's gonna be doing that throughout the entirety of the game here. So yeah, they've got action stages, they've got set storylines for, you know, in between. You're gonna like this, Earth Sunder. It caters to your humor perfectly.
Hope you have a great day.
Caters to your humor perfectly.
Hi, I'm Teacup.
Just enjoying the view.
Yeah.
I enjoy the fresh air.
Great party, Knuckles! Why don't you invite us more often?
See, some of them aren't all that bad, you know? I'd say that Vector's voice lines aren't terrible. And then you get to some of the other stuff. Though, I will have to admit, whoever did Robotnik for this pack knows exactly how to roll his R's and how to ham it up.
Knuckles, if I got a present just for you!
Oh, I'm so tired. The sleeping gas knocked us all out.
So yeah, Eggman good, the other voice acting, yeah.
My beautiful emerald.
I didn't steal it. Honest.
So you can definitely tell that this was made by a fan, but at the same time, it's not bad. It's not terrible. It's fun to play. Yeah, it's got the Sonic cartoon / comic mix of art. And if you ask me, it follows the Archie line comics not badly. It does a pretty good job of that. And personally, the levels are where it really shines. Because the level design of these are really good. At least I think so, anyways. And that's what I get out of this pack, is that it's got good level design. If you have that in Sonic Robo Blast 2, you've pretty much fulfilled one of the big prerequisites for having, you know, good stuff going down in this pack. Those comics are not bad. They're not the greatest, but they're not bad, you know? Those are my personal feelings on it, if you ask me. Go through there. Come on. Watch some of the video of this pack on YouTube. It's got some interesting level design. It's kind of more like Sonic Adventure than you'd like. Yeah. It is very Sonic Adventure-y in terms of how it's designed. Now, if you go through here, if you go through like this, you can get that emblem right here. They have it really well hidden. And it teases you with it, because this is the end of the area. Watch a series where people voice act the Mega Man Archie comics, but that only got so far. Oh, I see.
What me doing, you doofus? You dodebots! That's a master control system!
Ooh, there's that good R roll. Like I said, whoever did this for Eggman, they did a good job. I have to give them props on that. They got the right man for the job on that. Don't need no stinking air. Good for that. See? No air needed. I've seen kind of the same thing, Sunder. I was kind of interested in reading the Homestuck series a while back. I've gotten through the entirety of it, but they did a read-over on YouTube that I thought was pretty decent. And it really didn't get to the end of it, you know? Which is kind of a shame, because they were doing pretty good with the voice acting and everything. Yeah, that's the master control system. I cannot roll my R's. I'm terrible at that. Cannot roll my R's whatsoever. If you hear it happen, it's a rare event.
Good morning, passengers. Welcome to the wonderful island.
How about this? How about this, Sunder? Let's do something for your sense of humor. Squish Hedgehog.
Ancient ruins and wonderful mineral caverns. I wish you a wonderful time, and I hope to see you next trip.
Very Australian, very Kiwi. Woo! So, you know, it's not bad. At the end of the day, while it does look like something that came out of the left side of paint.net, I can't bang it for being bad. It literally is an entire, miniature world that they built. And they did a good job of it, I think.
Customers!
Morning.
You've got the Chaotix in here, which I think is kind of neat.
Hey, wanna play?
No.
I'll be in the field. Look me up if you need some advice.
And a lot of these characters around here have their own voice lines and everything, which I think is also very
Pretty
neat.
moved here. Where there's Eggman, there's cases.
Camera control, maybe not so great. If you look around here, he's just playing solitaire at the moment. He's not working on anything. Don't try to lie to me. Alligators can't do... Wait, is he a crocodile or an alligator? I think he's a crocodile. Crocodiles can't do notes.
Welcome! Come inside Joel's Death Trap Room of Terror!
Tangle, I risked my life to find the most awesome materials for this museum.
This is a very silly mod pack.
Mister. These are authentic Soul-Stairs Tensium materials from the mines. I hope you enjoy them.
They say they're filled with magic, so careful you don't turn into a frog or something.
A frog would be good. You see him once in a while, so he's crocodile. Ah, okay. I don't see him later. Well, I do see him later, so he might be an alligator? Oh, you got me confused now, Glaylove. But yeah, it's a nice little open world hub area that you can go around and collect emblems, and if you're curious enough or spry enough, they got one over here at the airplane repair area.
I'll bring it to the hotel when we're finished.
And then some of them are really sneaky. You want to get all of the emblems in given areas. Some of them are really hidden, like up here. There's Sonic's Schoolhouse. Don't ask me how I know about Sonic's Schoolhouse. It was a very weird day of YouTube, whiskey, and I don't know what else. But it definitely is that kind of a level back with that kind of humor.
My bishop got your king. Well, first of all, that's a rook. Second of all, you moved it like a knight. Thirdly, we are playing checkers, and I told you to use the discs.
Shut up, Captain Know-It-All.
Yeah, it's definitely that kind of mod pack. Anyways, if you want to see all the secret stuff, or just like, all of the tiny hidden things that this whole level pack has, I'd say take a look at the YouTube video that I made. It goes at a good pace, it shows off a lot of the stuff. I mean, for right now, I'm just kind of going around playing at my own pace now. But the YouTube video, that's where I really show off pretty much everything that I want to show off when it comes to Soul Substantia. Me right now, I just want to go through and get down to biz. Play some of the more fun levels that are action-packed instead of the cutscenes.
Oh, hi! Your room is room 201 on the second floor. It's already been paid for. Compliments of the Dr. Eggman Corporation.
So that said 202, my room is 201. Yeah. There's something about this that I can't quite place my finger on it, but I feel like the creators of this mod pack, their first language may not be English.
Eggman's airships crashed in the jungle. Maybe we can find some clues.
I get the feeling that might be the case. I don't know why. It's just one of those things that you pick up over the years through internet osmosis. You just know. You just know. There's certain art styles or certain things like that that just kind of tip you off. Know what I mean? Anyways, let's get down to some action, shall we? I should have checked off just playing through the action zones, because that's an option you can do in this. You can just play through the action zones instead. And then you don't gotta, go through all the cutscenes and so forth. Oh, don't worry, everybody. Ursunder gets it. But do you get this? It's Big the Cat cameos, buddy! I like that they put Big the Cat cameos in here. That's awesome. Woo! This is a good level for doing shenanigans like bouncing into things and, you know, then just going throughout the entire level with no reservations about being as fast as you can be. Nice, one up. Whoop! Almost had it. Oh well.
It began in Africa.
It began in Africa, and then you just get unintelligible noises. That's our soundtrack, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. Whoosh. Another one of the emblems that you can get there, which I think is neat. And I'm pretty sure this is an alternative path that you can go through. Because generally you're supposed to go down through that ramp over to the left. Whee! I do have to deduct points. I do. Because that placement right there is really bad. They should absolutely not have a crawl out shoved up in there. Because your options are very small for working with that. It looked like Tails painted like big, I think. Possibly.
Looks like Eggman's using Emerald Surge to power his devices.
This government's a leak.
To be fair, the coffee is delicious.
Hello!
No, just can't take that. Emeralds are powering a coffee machine. That's the that's the story here.
Knuckles!
I don't have anything else to say about that. Well, this is a fun level. You get to go through it really fast, and it's an Emerald Search, which is one of the game modes that you can get. The fact that Sonic Robo Blast has different game modes to it is really cool. Like, they've got Emerald Search, they've got Capture the Flag, battle modes. It's a lot of fun. Speedrun coffee, just chew the beans. Oh, pour the hot water right down your throat. And I don't know what this song is, but it's a lot of fun to listen to. Oop. Alright, where am I going? This way. Yeah, it was being used to make coffee. That's what they're using the Master Emerald for. And it's pissing Knuckles off really badly. Oh, wait a minute. Hell's over here somewhere.
The second shard is
there we go.
Garage. May I please take better care of the Master Emerald and stop interrupting the Eternals?
Giving you just that shade for interrupting her eternal sleep. Because the Master Emerald keeps getting stolen. I love that. Yeah, whereabouts was it? Oh, yeah, this way. I should remember all of these, but, you know. I cannot claim to be an absolute legend or a master at Sonic. Only that I am very good, and I've played this a whole bunch. Ugh. Especially when shit like that happens. I can make up for it, though. Another location over here where you can get an emblem. Stop losing things already, Sonic! Well, jeez. Jeez, it's not my fault. Yep. An army chow garden, of all things. It's not a good thing to militarize your chows. It's, that has bad results every time. Not like using Glory Rock to make coffee, but apparently the coffee's really good, so... So what do you guys think of this so far? We kind of on the same wavelength here, with this being just kind of like, kind of good, kind of not good pack.
Obey, Eggman. Obey, Eggman.
Because I'm pretty sure that, you know, we're in agreement on that one there. Not terrible, but not great, I guess you could say.
Alright, now pay attention.
We don't attend school.
How old are you?
I'm 8.
Education is mandatory until you're 18 years old. Now, as I was saying, the aerodynamic of airplanes is as follows. Obey Eggman. All obey Eggman.
Bye!
Obey Eggman. All will be fine.
Yeah, it's not terrible. It's got some good jokes and whatnot. Again, I think its biggest, you know, glow-up parts to it, I guess you could say, it's the fact that it's got good level design, and it's got good music to it. Other than that, no, maybe not. Besides, I think this is lifted from, I'm pretty sure, Jet Set Radio. I'm pretty sure this is from Jet Set Radio. Might be from Future. I'm not sure. Oh, come on. Ah, come on. There we go. These trampolines aren't very good. They're kind of weird. That right there is why we like the Uncurl mod, ladies and gentlemen. Because ordinarily I wouldn't be able to do that all that well. But because I have the Uncurl mod, I'm able to go through and kill a lot of those crawlers that would normally give me a gigantic headache. And it would give a gigantic headache to you guys too, I'll tell you that. Woo! Oh, close. God. Had I not done the getting good at this game, there would be a lot of situations in which death pits, just a lot of things out there would just instantly kill me. But I've gotten better at it, I'd like to think. If my YouTube channel is any indication of it. No, you get back here. You do not juke my kill, silly archer. Zoom. So yeah, action levels in this are pretty darn good for the most part. I think there's like one of them that's a escape level, and then one of them that's a search level that I think are kind of not that great. Otherwise, it's pretty solid. And I only say I don't like the escape level because it glitches out in several spots just to be, you know, that kind of a bad level. It's very badly coded. Kind of unfortunate if you ask me. Yeah, glitch gremlin comes back in full force, I tell you. Ooh, look at this though. I can do a little dance with Sonic and I love it. I can only do this because I have a 3DO controller that I'm using for this. I called it the spin dance. Look at him go! Freaking awesome. And then, this is how you can tell that the author of this level is old. Because that's an old song being played right now, I tell you. The only reason I know that is because I've got old tastes in music. Son of a bitch. Yeah. Sometimes I really hate the enemy placement in these. Sometimes I really like the enemy placement in these. It's a love-hate relationship. Because sometimes I'll try to go for a spin dash like that and it won't work for some reason. I don't know. Hitboxes are kind of weird in this. Is that Meatloaf? I have no idea. To be honest, I never really looked it up. All I know is that it's an old song. That's all I need to know. Whee! Ah! Guns everywhere. Zoosh! See, it's those small moments where you get to go really fast and you just kill a lot of enemies like that that are really worth it. I'd say that's the main appeal of being able to play Sonic Robo Blast 2, is just sometimes you get a really good roll going and you keep it going and it feels great. Know what I mean? Get a couple of those crawlers in a row, you just start smacking them left, right, and center. Oh, it is an amazing feeling. Wing. Not that I like trying to kill these things. I mean, they're easy enough, but it can get you in midair sometimes. It really sucks. Actually, listen to older stuff in this, like Doo-Wop Old. Oh, wow. Have you listened to the Ink Spots? Probably. If you have played Fallout New Vegas, or if you've played Fallout 3, just pretty much any version of Fallout, then you've likely played a game that's given you the Ink Spots. That's like Dirty 30s old. Like, I mean really old. It's just a shame that my grandpa passed away before I was able to tell him about that, because it was like, oh my god, Grandpa, your music is great! I should not have survived that. You know, I'll take that hit there. That's my comeuppance for, you know, having survived something that I should not have survived. Dion and the Belmonts, hell yeah. Oh, Dion's great. Shoot, what was the other one? Oh yeah, Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons. That was one that I came up with on my own. It's kind of crazy what you can find if you start looking around YouTube on a late night, but some of that music, some of that old music really bops. I tell you. Whee! God. So much fun going around some of these levels like that. And of course, here's the level you reusing some stuff. It was smart reusing those assets, if you ask me. And did I make it? Yes, I did. Nice. Just one of those really easy ways to get through there and finish the level off really good. Did you know that Ronnie James Dio started as a doo-wop singer? I did not. Huh.
Phew. Preparations are almost complete.
That I didn't know about, Sunder. How? How? That's such a stark transition. They're like apples and oranges, I tell you. But I think that's probably enough of Soul Substantia for the while now. Like, there's only so much I can take of that mod pack before it's like, okay, I get it. It's got that cheesy kind of humor to it. All right. Yeah, you know? Yeah. You guys know. That's how it is. So let me pop on all the add-ons that I usually got on here. And let's see. We saw a good little bit of the original level design contest for 2020. But we haven't done any in 2021, 2022, or 2023 or 2024. And then even beside that, there's a couple of these in here that are really fun just, you know, besides being the original level design contest pack that I found randomly, and they've been a lot of fun. For example, Neo Palm Tree Zone. Let me show you this one first. Like, this isn't an original level design contest area, but it's a fun map. So much fun that I've got 5, now 6 saves on it. Ready to go fast? Because this is a map in which you go fast. It's got a lot of variety of where you can jump around, where you can go. I like it a lot. Oh, come on. Those yellow springs can be cantankerous at times. Not much I can do about that, though. Except retry the level. I can always do that. Get it right. Get it tight. So you gotta sweep the corner, you gotta come up on here, you gotta go through here, and then once you get onto this ledge over here, it leads up into hitting that spring there, which you're supposed to hit that other yellow spring. Usually it works out fine. But if you give it gas, it doesn't go good. Come on, Barkeep, you know how to do this perfectly. Lord knows you've had practice. Here we go. Swish around to that side there, go through there, through the cavern, onto the ledge here, up and over there, hit the yellow spring. We'll take it with no speed. There we go, that's how we do her. And this lets me go onto the platforms over here. That means I can hit side off here, do the bend, jump on top, and that is top route area. Just like that. And you do a little big boop and you're on the top. Once again, it's easy. If only I could tell my previous self about how easy it is to do some of this stuff, I would be agape at all the skills that I've picked up. I'd be all like, oh my god, you can do that, Barkeep? I'd be like, yes, past Barkeep, you can do the thing. You can be all whiz-woos, whiz-ow. Beautiful. Yahoo! What? Ah, that's okay. Be good. So I can come back over here and do this. Whee! This is only the hard part of the area. Like, just the only little area here that I have difficulty with. Because you have to do the bounce just right as this character. Otherwise, you can't get up there. Yeah, no, see, you just go around the bottom like that. You have to do it just right. It requires perfect concentration to do that. I don't know if I can show you guys that right now. I'm not sure if I can get it. It's a difficult technique. It really is. You have to be like right over here and moving a little bit to get it. And if the timing's off, you go over the underside like that. It happens every time. Because getting over to the islands, that's not a problem. I can do that with a speed dash. I can get to number 2. It's easy. Easy, easy, easy. And see, you need the right height for it, too. I've managed to get it once, and lucky me, I was able to get it recorded, which was great. I know, it does feel like that, doesn't it, Ursunder? It feels like that ball bounce should go a little bit higher. Like, you get height on the 3rd bounce, which I think is great. But it's really hard to get up to that one area. Hold on, let's see. No, I'm still hitting the underside of it. I don't know why. It's off by just like a pixel, I think. It's just really hard to get that, you know? Oh, I still go on the underside, even when I'm right up to the, you know, edge there. Hard. Oh, after Fantasy Star, you've got, like, a ton of Sonic games to go through. That's always fun. Sonic's great. As we have proven today in this stream, it is kind of weird. Sonic was on the Genesis first, but, you know, if you're going through, like, the letter series, then S is going to be later on, right? God, see how that height goes? I have to get it at, like, just the zenith with a little bit of movement. And it's like every time I try to go for it, it hits the underside in such a weird way that I can't do it. Personally, I think this level was probably designed for people who are playing Amy or Knuckles or even Tails. Because if I were to character swap, I could go up there with no problem. But if you ask me, I think it's a really cool feat to be able to go up there as Sonic with the ball bounce. Because not only are you forsaking your windshield, which is probably the supposed way to be able to go up there, because that gives you a secondary jump. So, what I'm doing, it's kind of a castrated way to do it. It's not the most perfect way to do it. It is doable, though. I've done it myself before. I can tell you right now that achieving that jump, it is possible. It's just very hard to do. Nope. Oh, we had it right on the side that time, see? It's not impossible, but if you get that one bump, then you can get right up there. Super doable. I'll give it a couple more tries, and then if I can't do it, I'll just go. Yeah, it gets you on the underside every time. Every time, man. I feel like if I could get that more consistently, I would personally feel better about my mastery at Sonic Robo Blast 2. But super duper tight things like that, and super specific things that, you know, you'll sometimes have to go for, I'm not quite there yet, I personally feel. Whoop. Okay, careful now. Shit. Man. There's me messing around. The epitome of me messing around right there. The recovery is not terrible on this stage. It's because it was made really nicely, but just that one jump right there. Nigh impossible. Yeah, I'm still getting the underside of it. Jeez. No. Snooze that ad break. You're not catching me in the middle of a level like that. Ad break from Twitch. Bezos will not steal the glory of me being able to finally jump up to this area. I swear to God it's doable. But at the same time, I also have to wonder if maybe the mod, you know, the developer of this creative level, decided to make it like that so that people like me who decided to use bounce dogs like this could make it so that I wouldn't be able to get up there in a normal way. You gotta wonder, you know? You gotta wonder. I like Meow PS1. They make you look like if you Snarf from the Thundercats, one of the cats from Sailor Moon. That's a terrifying mental image. Nah, darn it. Why do I do this to myself? Oh well. It's okay. If I'm not able to get up there, that's fine by me. I'm not, you know, haunted by it or anything. I totally am, I have to get it, I have to get it. I can't live without it now. Although, watch this be the one moment where I actually get it right. Nah. And I've looked around, do you think there would be like, I don't know, a higher point that you could jump from to be able to get that? You know, something that would make it easier for you to get to that area. But I'm pretty sure that it's only achievable by flying characters. I take it back, I take it back. See, it's achievable, you can do it. Yeah. Yes. Victory bounces. So it's doable, it's just very hard. Give me a hug. Thank you. Yeah, so very doable, but that's just a very, very, very hard thing to do with how I've got it set up. Like, holy crap and a half. It takes probably a perfect bounce to be able to get up into that area. And I don't know why. I don't know why. Anyhoozles, I know one more level before we go on to, like, particular level packs that I want to show off that I did recently. Real short and sweet one, we'll do it up real quick. And then we'll take that ad break. It's going to be starting up in just a little while here. But one of the other ones I did recently that I really like is Azure Paradise. This was a lot of fun. Whoop, nope, that's Green Flower Zone. My bad. Some of these you have to level select in. There we go. Rebound Training Zone, what? I've never actually seen that before. It looks neat, but it's not the one we want to go to. Here we go. This area is just gorgeous. One of the ones I recently played through, it allows you to go really fast. And I mean, music's good, just beautiful. Woo! Yeah, boy! But it's a very fast level. And if you're good at it, you can get a lot of cool stuff. Like this right up here. I'd like to think I'm pretty decent at it. Ooh, question is, can I get to the end before the end of the ad break here? Ooh, that's my challenge for right now. Complete the level before the ad break pops off. I've only got a couple of seconds. I'm not sure if I can make it. I'll try, though. And yes, I can. There we go. Got that done before the ad break plops off, but we do have an ad break coming up, ladies and gentlemen. So, that was Azure Paradise. We're going to be doing some more original level design content in just a moment here. See you back in 3 minutes or so. See you then, folks. All right, welcome back, everybody. Thank you so much for waiting through the ad break there. Really appreciate that. Let's get back into some more Sonic Robo Blast 2. Some of the OLDC content in here, otherwise known as the original level design contest stuff. Let's do 2022 Round 1. I remember this one being pretty good for what it is. Actually, I think this is where they started to doing some of the really cool hub designs, if you ask me.
The train now approaching platform 22, R1.
Oh, yeah.
31, Grand Egg Track, service to Historical Heights.
I remember they did voiceover for this one, and this wasn't continued forward. They didn't do this in 2023 or 2024. I don't know if that was because they only had like one person that they could use for the voiceover stuff, but yeah, it was kind of neat for the one. But yeah, this is when they really started to put in a lot of great effort to the original design contest stuff. It's really good. Now, the only problem with this is that some of these just really do not work all that well. For example, Bitter Brink Zone over here is one of them that we can't do. And I'm really sorry to tell you that, because I think it's kind of a cool zone to actually be in, but it just doesn't work. So, that's some of the aforementioned, you know, knowledge that I have about some of these things that I've done before. Stuff like that, it doesn't work whatsoever. Kind of sad, but that's what it is. Actually, I want to go to Sunk CX Zone because this one's really fun to play through. And I'm pretty sure that the soundtrack from this was from Sonic and the Lost World? I'm pretty sure about that, you know? Blech. And so, whoever came up with using that soundtrack for this level is a genius. I'll tell you that right now and then. Because it fits. Oh, it fits really good. Right? The look and the level are just absolutely perfect. Where was I supposed to go here, anyways? Oh, right. It's down here. Ha ha ha! Dodging that can sometimes be a bit of an issue, but I think I did good there. Ah, man. A lot of stuff about this zone is just way too much fun to do. Like this area over here, if you go fast enough, you can just be on like... run through all of it. But sometimes I like going through these little underground areas, just because they're that much fun. Oh yeah, this one's, oh my god, yeah. It's a tricky area. If you don't know to go through that kelp over there, it'll turn you right around. And even then, it is one of those particular areas within the level that just, I don't know, it gets me right there and then. But that's how you open that up. A little secret between you and Barkeep. Me and you and Barkeep and everything in between. And that's... whereabouts was that? Definitely not up there, that's for damn sure. Ah, right, that way. Or was it that way? Oh gosh, you know? Sometimes I forget where I'm going in some of these stages. But, you know, that's all to the betterment of how these stages play out. They really do actively reward you for exploring them, you know? I forget if that's later down the line, or if it's not later down the line. I mean, really, it doesn't matter to me. I'm just having fun playing the zone, you know? Ooh, ah. Alright. Yeah, look at that. Alright, yeah, that's where it is, and that's where you get the emeralds. Da-da-da-da. Totally forgot that was at, like, the end of that area there. Literally just at that position. Like, I knew it was ahead of me, but... ugh, sometimes. Shoot back up, and it's good. Whoop. No, you ain't gonna get me with those tricks, I'll tell you that right now. Speaking of, finishes right here. What a cool level though, right? Sunk Sea X. I forget who it was made by. I gotta check who did that, because they did a really good job. You know, level design, the look, the atmosphere, the feel of it, how it plays. You know? Made by Nuhu64. Well done, my friend. See, that's one of my favorites. I like it a lot. And I also like the fact that switching over to OpenGL is making this play a lot better than it was back when I showed it to you guys. Oh, I think probably a week ago, I think? Yeah, a week ago. I was showing this off beside the neighborhood and things weren't playing out with it too good. Turns out that I was playing it in software mode, not in OpenGL mode. OpenGL just improves everything. You know? If you're using software with this, it's just going to chew up all of your RAM. Just never a fun time, I'll tell you that right now. Let's do Enchanted Enclave by Vixuzen. Vixuzen, I think. This one's Rayman coded. Y'all like Rayman? This is a good level for that. You even got the Rayman sounds. Oh, thank you. I do try to provide a good time for streaming and whatnot. Sometimes I get a little bit self-conscious about that, but, you know, I figure if I do my best, that's all I can really do. I shouldn't have done that. Oh, man. There are a lot of scenarios in these levels where I feel I shouldn't have done something, and somehow it pays off. Gotta love it. See, I'm gonna have a drink of water after I do that sort of thing because my heart's going a million miles a minute. You know, I can feel my legs absolutely hike up into my my sternum in pure fear whenever I do stuff like that. Y'all want to see a weeboo level? Because Saxel has been in every one of these for the past couple of years, in every entry. Oh god, this one's the most weeaboo of them all. Oh boy. You see what I mean? I mean, these aren't bad level designs, but you know. You know. Oh, Yamate Kudasai. Yamate Kudasai senpai. I digress. Like, again, really good level design. Maybe a little bit bad in some areas where, you know, it hasn't been properly, you know, crunched, compacted. But for the most part, they're pretty cool. Like, if I were to think about it for like 2 seconds, I would say that the level design of Zaxel's levels is good in the way that it's got a lot of variety. The aesthetic is really good. And the original soundtracks are pretty good for most of the time. If I were to think of the cons of these kinds of levels, though, it would be that they are usually very clunky because they're so big. They're unoptimized, that's the word I'm looking for. Sometimes they can be a little bit too weedy cringe, to be honest. That's one of those things that they can be. Shit! I screwed up. And then Zaxel, he just tends to put way too many enemies within a zone. Some of the placement is really bad. Like, you can see that one badnik over there getting killed by his own trap. That's not great to me. Like, his stuff requires just a little bit of refinement, if you ask me. A little bit of refinement would make these really good zones. Not that they're bad, they're just not great, you know? A little bit of optimization would go a long way. And we do kind of see that in some of the later, you know, original level design contest packs. He does improve. It does take a while for him to get the concept, you know? It wasn't an immediate transformation on that. It was very gradual. So, you know, I'm not gonna be mean and say that it's all trash or anything like that. I'd just say there's like high points, low points. My criticism is fair and just, I feel. Had a music track from Wonder Boy and Dragon's Trap stuck in your head? How could you not, Ursunder? You know, Wonder Boy has a lot of iconic music. Having those tracks stuck in your head, I wouldn't blame you. I would not blame you. Again, though, very happy about how this is playing right now, because if we were using software rendering, this would be chugging. You know, Soul Suspension 2 has a level in it, probably the first one, that suffers a lot for being unoptimized because it's a large level. Even with OpenGL, it suffers. So, you know, to see a particularly large level like this running pretty darn good with OpenGL, that's nice. Makes me happy. Because usually when I have to fix something like that, it takes a lot of involvement, it takes a bunch of steps to get something fixed. But, you know, that was just snappy and quick. Oh, once again, I am screwed over not by my own hubris, but from weird level design. That's what Zaxel does. He's got weird level design. Sometimes it's just a little bit bojangly in the weird way that you're not quite expecting. Sometimes. Not all the times, but sometimes. Whee! I'll take a listen to that music track after I finish up this level. How does that sound? See what it is. Yeah! Hoo-ha, hoo-ha, hoo-ha. Once again, a lot of death being put into one area here. More than I like. And just like that, level complete. Unavoidable art deaths are arts! You know, it's strange because I feel like that's the thing. Way I live. I really do. It's very apparent in some of these levels here and there that, you know, unavoidable deaths are what they put in because they thought it would be hilarious, funny, Totally awesome and tubular, matey. Some levels do that. Most of what I've seen from the community on Sonic Robo Blast 2 are pretty good about that, but there is the, there is the outlier every now and again, Oh, thank you for the GG. Much appreciated. It was one of the harder levels. I think Zaxel levels in general are a little bit more lengthy and harder. What do we got here for that soundtrack? Okay. Oh, Earth Sunder, I can totally see where, you got that stuck in your head from listening to what I was playing, right? Same kind of bass, same kind of rhythm to it. I totally see where you're getting that from. Makes sense. Happens to me too. Sometimes I'll be playing one game, I'll get, a hint of a soundtrack from another, and then it's like, I got Sonic Adventure 2 stuck in my head, Oh, hey, this is one of those levels that I really like that I want to show you guys. Foliage Furnace Zone 2. This is a fantastic zone. And I wasn't able to show it to you guys because there was one part at the end there that doesn't work well with the mods that I have in, but I found how to bypass that. And originally it wasn't doing so well because it was working on, I think, not OpenGL, yeah. So that's one of the reasons why it was acting really slow. Which is a shame, but, now that we're on OpenGL, things are working a lot better with that. Hold up. Still gotta use the barrels, Barkeep. But yeah, one of the reasons this level suffers a little bit is because it's, again, one of the really big unoptimized levels. But if you do it in OpenGL, it seems to work pretty darn good. You can immediately tell that the fan who made this is somebody who really, really enjoys DKC, right? Well, with the barrels and everything. Alright. Woohoo! I love that this area just has so many twists and curves and turns to it like that. So good. Ooh, careful. Careful, Barkeep. Jesus. Liable to get your face melted off if you do that sort of shenaniganry around here. I'm so sorry, ladies and gentlemen. I kind of pre-barreled on that one. Don't want to be accidentally shooting yourself out of a barrel too early. It can happen to you. Wasn't Sonic that stuck in your head though? You beat Dragon's Trap not that long ago and it's spinning your head for days. Oh, I see. I get you now. I'm picking up what you're putting down. I'm eating what you're cooking. I'm picking up what you're putting down. I'm understanding what you're trying to convey to me on a contextual level. Where am I supposed to go here? Ah, this way. Right. Although, you're supposed to get that in a different way. Step into what you left there, I'm pitching up the tent that you put down. I don't know, it's really hard to focus on that sort of stuff and then try to play Sonic at the same time. I was like, examples are not coming to my brain fast enough. Error. Barkeep.exe, not functioning properly. It's hard to do the two things at the same time. Okay, so this is that area that I told you guys about that, You're supposed to be able to fly right off of it. But due to mods... Oh, wait a minute! Not due to mods! This one time we're gonna get it perfect for some reason. I'll take it. I'll take it. Now then, where's that barrel that I'm supposed to get to? It's around here somewhere. It's just going whoosh, 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 down at the bottom here. I almost made the jump that time around. Do not care, because that was perfect. See, I don't know what it is. That last ramp there, it doesn't work right in most scenarios. I've had a whole bunch of deaths coming off of that, but sometimes it gets it good right away. I don't know what causes it to do that. It's one of the parts of the level that I wish had a little bit more polish on it. But for the most part, fantastic level. Level design, fantastic. Original soundtrack to it, really great. The only thing I think that could be done with it is just a little bit of optimization, and then that would be a perfect level for me. You know? I think I'll do Magma Laboratory Zone out of this, and we'll probably transition over to another original level design contest pack, just see what else there is. Because I know there's a few more of them out there that I really like. But Roy Kurbs is a really good creator. He usually sticks very good when it comes into level creation, you know? I like what the guy does. Most of what I can find from his levels are generally very unique, you know? Well, I really flubbed that one up, but again, you know, recovery options. It's part of the modifications that I've added into this, and I like having them. Because, you know, if I was playing with original controls and all that, original recovery scheme and so forth, I would have no options for getting past that. And then I'd have to redo the level all over again. And, you know, if you ask me, that kind of sucks, to be honest. It's not really evocative of Sonic, and, you know, I know there's people out there who would chide me and be all like, oh, well, you're not really playing the original then. You're playing a modified version which gives you an easier time. Well, only thing I can say to that, pal, is... whoops, I guess? Yeah, whoops. Definitely a whoops there, jeez. Yeah, just because this is a nice-looking zone and a well-playing zone doesn't mean that it's an easy zone. Sometimes I go a little bit too fast for my own good. Sometimes I don't go fast enough for my own good. Hesitation can be a real killer when it comes to these. Though, at some points in this, I feel like maybe I should be a little bit more careful. Or maybe not. I mean, me being reckless as all hell is really entertaining to watch from what I know. Even if it does get my face smashed in. I'll never change. Also, I'm a huge fan of the soundtrack that they use for this, and that's Stardust Speedway from Sega CD. And if I remember correctly, this is the Good Future variant. And the only reason I know that is because I played through the US version that had this as the good variant for that stage. If you're playing through that on the Japanese variant, it sounds a lot different, but at the end of the day, I think the Japanese soundtrack and the US soundtrack for Sonic CD are both just as good. Although I will say that I like Sonic Boom better than Sonic Toot Toot Warrior, and there's a lot of people that will die on that hill to try and defend that argument against me. I know this from personal experience. It's just, it is what it is. Y'all wanna do some pizza? So, Roger, that's the guy that does all of those Soul Stange packs. He does these pizza delivery packs. He's responsible for that kind of kooky humor with the cartoonish paint vibes. Yeah, it's Spagona Pizza, Empire Pizza, Eggman Land Pizza, Hot Dog, Chili Dog, Bulldog? Question mark? Pizza time! So yeah, this is all about delivering pizza as fast as you can. Literally a speedrun level. And it's pretty good. I'm not the best at these kinds of levels, but, you know, I'm not terrible either. I wonder if I can get them all this time around. See, they're cheeky when they do that. They put the blocks, like, right in front of you, so you're not able to get to where you need to go easy. Alright, sewer area. That's all the way over there. Yo, look at me go with those balloons, baby! So cool, right? Wait a minute, where's the green arrow this time? Oh, it's all the way over there. Mon Dieu! I got them all. I'm the pizza master, guys. It's me. I am the master of pizza. The best. Nobody can contest. Mon Dieu! Mon Dieu, I am the best. Mon Dieu! Snooping as usual, as I see. Yeah, that's definitely the kind of humor that these levels step in. Oh, for sure, for sure, for sure. Snooping as usual, I see. I can't do a good Robotnik. It's unfortunate. I wish I could. I'd need a lot more gravel to my voice to be able to do that. It's just not the right pitch, you know? I'm sure I could probably practice it, maybe get a little bit of it down, but yeah. The role of Dr. Robotnik is meant for other people out there in the world. I'm not ashamed to, you know, admit that and know that. A lot of people out there can do a lot better job at that sort of stuff than I can. I've got my own rules and whatnot. My role, particularly, being the fact that I get to enjoy myself playing video games with good friends and good people in a stream on Twitch. And enjoy the heck out of Sonic Robo Blast 2, which, again, it's just so much fun to go through. I know Glayliv earlier today was all like, oh man, you've been posting a ton of that stuff onto YouTube, but people love it. I love it. Everybody loves it. It's good stuff. Should I go into round 2 or should I go into... Oh, what to do? Let's do 2021 round 2. I know there's some fun stuff in there. There's also a lot of broken stuff in there from what I remember. But good selection of levels throughout here. Really nice hub world too. This is probably one of the best hub worlds that they've done in a long time. Dragman, yeah. Oh, there's one of them through here that I really like. I don't like Red Light Ruin Zone all that much. I think it might have been Nimbus. Might have been Sunset Summit. One of these I really like. Oh, I do not like Pineapple Prairie Zone. And there are very simple reasons for it, and I'll show you why, actually. I'm so sorry, Super Custard Bro. There are some things I just don't like about Pineapple Prairie. Because it is a nightmare to go through here fast. He's got enemy placements, water placement, platform placement, all down to a T, where if you're trying to go through here really fast, you're bound to get smacked in the face by something that, you know, might feel a little unfair. So that's why I'm going kind of slow at the moment right now, because there's just some stuff around here I do not like. So very specifically, these clouds, because they force you to do really stupid stuff. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. And then they do this automatic thing where you're bouncing around. It's kind of good, but then at the same time, I don't really like it all that much. You know. I have gripes with automatic cutscenes like that kind of take control away from you and make it so that you're not really playing. I don't know. Most of my real gripes with this level are just because it can be kind of irksome to go through if you're not used to maneuvering, I guess you could say. And then sometimes that leads to what could feel like a cheap death. Some of it is kind of silly like that. That's all I'll really say about it. Not that I'm bad at level, by any means. That is just... I don't know. Personally, I think it's kind of milquetoast when it comes to the whole level thematic of it. I thought maybe there might be some other more suitable music to it, and at the end of the day, for how difficult it is, it's just not all that long. It's a little too short. So, I guess if I could sum it up, that Pineapple Zone, I'd like it to be longer. I'd like there to be less crunched-in areas, you know, a little less boxy. That's definitely a complaint that comes up with a lot of beginner levels, is that the stuff that they create is very boxy, very square. And that's understandable, because a lot of new players wouldn't be, you know, schlepping around advanced designs that all feel like it's real-world stuff, you know? It feels like a very beginner type of creation. Not bad, but it needs a little bit more polish for it to show. What are some of the prettiest rooms in video games to me? Oh, the telescope room in Majora's Mask. You and me both on that one. The Astral Observatory is absolutely gorgeous. Oh, but if I really had to put a definitive thought on what are some of the prettiest things I've seen in video games to me, I'd probably have to say the first time I went to Anor Londo in Dark Souls. That's a big one for me. Probably the first time I went to Hyrule Castle in Ocarina of Time. That's another one. The Battle of Farbanti in Ace Combat 7 is a really beautiful area that you get to fly around in. I like that one a lot. And what else was there? I know particularly the fight against Ire in Armored Core 6 is really cool when you're up in space with the satellites, like right there, that could fire on you but don't, because you're locked in personal combat with your best friend. Spoilers, by the way. And probably all of Ristar. Probably all of Ristar. Ristar is a very beautiful video game. It's a little bit hard and it's a little bit quirky in some areas. I just personally think it's one of the most beautiful video games out there. It really excels in its graphics. I mean, that was back when peak Sega was going on. They had things like Pulse Man, which was really cool looking. If we're going for like straight up pretty though, Nights into Dreams has some of the prettiest levels I've ever been through. I would imagine some of the starting levels from Nights into Dreams Splash Garden, holy shit, Splash Garden is iconic by this point, especially within the Sega fan kind of culture. You know, especially for these guys around here. Like, the first Emerald level that you go into in Sonic Robo Blast for the bonus level is very loosely based on what I would perceive as Splash Garden. You know, it's a real fan favorite. Absolutely a fan favorite. No, but really, that's a tough question. Beautiful areas, prettiest areas I've been to in video games. Now, the issue is here, I've been in so many video games that it's hard to choose from the utter amount of things that I've been through, you know? And then, of course, the idea of beauty is very subjective, very, very subjective. Like, somebody could come in and say that, oh, Dark Cloud isn't a very good-looking game. While in the meantime, I would also say that I really like how Muscaraka, or Muscalaka, depending on your opinion on what it should have been called because there are differentials in the name, you know, is a very beautiful place. It has a very cool-looking dungeon. You know, some people like me might really not like Freedom Planet all that much, but then at the same time say that the artistic value of it is not to be shunted, because it is a very beautiful game. And then, you know, there's also the argument that one man's trash can be another man's treasure. So, I think the couple of examples there of what I've provided are pretty good, but, you know, a lot of beauty out there. Very hard question to answer. You know, picking favorites has always been a hard question to answer for people in video games. When it comes to like a favorite level or a favorite game, you know, when somebody says, what are you playing right now? That gets difficult. It really does. When I used to play WoW, there was an area I found in Ungoro Crater. It was cavern with gems of all colors embedded in the wall. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, Ungoro. Man. It's been a while since I've played World of Warcraft. I mean, I know I've got Turtle World of Warcraft installed on the machine right now, but haven't played it in a while. That's one of those free servers that doesn't preach about with its wantings for you paying a subscription or paying for extra stuff. It just has the content there, and it is proper old school World of Warcraft. You know, hunting down boars, getting your leather crafting to 100, that sort of thing. I find out like earthy crystal stuff and spacey astroscapes. Ooh, oh, well, why didn't you frickin' say it sooner or Sunder? Jesus Christ. Speak your mind, boy. Here, why don't we take you to Botanic Space Zone Act 2? Literally a level made for you and what you like. Made by Delta Sanic. But yeah, here you go. An area made just for you. You'll like this. It's a good level. Like, see what I mean? Pretty good looking already. Yeah, yeah. Just wait until we get further into the level. I'm taking some of the usual routes just to kind of show you. And then the switch, door opens, and there we go. There's the sci-fi part that we're looking for. See, I told you this was a really nice area. It's a fun little infiltration kind of mission. And once again, it takes a lot of stuff from Sonic CD. And for the most of it, I like to say that Sonic CD probably had one of the best soundtracks out there. You know? Because whenever I get into these original level design contests, most of what I find on here loves to pull from Sonic CD. And with good reason. This is from Idle Tempest. Bad future, if I remember correctly. Yeah, check it out. You gotta smash those open in order to open up the doors. How cool is that? I love it when levels like these have small quirks like that. You know? Like, you gotta go across here to break open that box, then that opens the glass for you to go in here. It is very, very cool. I like it lots. Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure you can, like, go up here. And there's a couple of neat things that you can find. Forget about your movement and direction. You can get yourself an emblem here. For those who are curious, and have seen these before with me just kind of walking through them, if they're see-through like this, it means I've already got them. Just that good at what I do. But yeah, this is a fun zone. And there's another one out there like this, too. I forget if it's in this pack or another pack, but it's definitely got what you like. Mr. Earthsunder. Creators of these level packs do a good job of that. They create these for a lot of different people out there. When I go through these zones, it's never just like made for one person, it's made for a certain group of people. And at the same time, you know, there's definitely level packs out there that I hate with all my guts. That I don't find fun whatsoever. But other people might absolutely love. You're not getting me with that fire today, silly Billy. Oh, Billy. I really shouldn't take chances on doing that. Killing those spike enemies like that. It's so dangerous. Oh, but yeah. That one's really fun to go through. What was it called again? I forget. I was so focused on the level that I forgot the name of the area. That is Botanic Space Zone 2. Very cool. Now, before I forget, I believe there's another zone in here which also kind of fulfills what you like. Not Command Facility, not Digital Deluxe, Follow Your Rainbow, nah. I think it might be Caustic Crater Zone. I'm pretty sure it might be that one or another one. Still, Follow Your Rainbow, hell yeah, let's do it. It's another Roger. You can tell by the design of it. Oh yeah, this has definitely got the feel to it, alright. Hashtag just skips the entire level because he feels like it. Whee! Upside down, coming out, and it's good. Say what you want about Roger levels being kind of silly, but he's got the glass breaking pretty darn set. Woo! Oh yeah, and he also adds in a whole convoy zone that you get to go through. Am I any good at these convoy zones? No, not really. I guess I'm decent. Oh yeah, I forgot these cubes are not something that you're supposed to be going up against like that. My bad. And then there's this. That's a creative design choice that I question. I mean, trucks? A mall? Baby metal? Kind of weird sometimes, Roger, but, I don't know, man. Oh, wait a minute, this isn't baby metal, this is just kind of like anime music, I guess? Real Lucky Star type. And there we have it. Good zone. Once again, definitely that type of humor, but pretty well made. Pretty well made. So I gotta check out that other one that was up there, because I think it might have been the one I was talking about. Yeah, Caustic Crater. Definitely that kind of soundtrack that you would expect from, like, ooh, I don't know, maybe the Amiga, maybe DOS. Yeah, I'm thinking of a different zone for some reason. I don't know what it is. Sometimes I get these things mixed up. It's just me. Alright, that's my bad. Come on. Let's restart that and do that proper. But it really does sound like something that would come out of, like, I don't know, the Amiga, something like that. Not that I've really had all that much exposure to Amiga music. From what I've told, it's really good, but not something that I really get into all that much, weirdly enough. Oh, hey, what can I say? The design of this is really good still. You know, when I'm not trying to do really stupid stuff that I shouldn't be doing. There are some ways that you should play this game, and there are some ways that you shouldn't. And I believe that I'm very, very, very guilty of playing Sonic Robo Blast in ways that I should not. Like that! Sometimes I do really stupid stuff like that that gets me killed. Ugh. Not to say that I'm, like, bad at the game or anything, it's just really stupid mistakes. Yeah. Friggin' loose cannon over here trying to be impressive. Although that's really cool to do that with those little areas there, with the plates that might hurt you. It's a neat use of it, I'd like to think. And I'm ignoring those speed shoes because I wouldn't actually need them. Were I actually inclined to take the speed shoes, they'd probably make things worse for me. It's one of those things that you gotta have, like, a gut reaction to, you know? Just kind of know deep inside that maybe you shouldn't go there and do that, just because of the mods that you got installed. Sunset Summit Zone. Let's go. This is a good one. Kind of a weird zone, but at the same time, it's a zone I like. The only reason I don't like it all that much is sometimes I can get a little bit misdirected by where it wants me to go. Like, semi-confusing, I guess you could say. I know I once spent way too long trying to go through this area, just being utterly and totally confused about where I should be going. I was like, that's just, it's how the area is designed. Of course I duff it again. Jesus Christ. Barkeep, come on, man. It's not a hard zone, it's just a confusing zone. Yeah, see, you're supposed to do this little hop which brings you over here. And I always forget to go this way. I don't care what you guys say, like, if you had sticky notes on my fridge telling me that I needed to go that way, I'd still forget. Just because of how weirdly it's designed. But once you get past that, then everything just kind of peters out to be decent. Just one design choice absolutely screwed with me. Yeah, this way. I wouldn't say it's like the most complex world that I've ever been to in this, or even the biggest one, but it is nice. It's got a lot of openness to it, it's got a lot of variety for how you can move around in it. And then this portal that you go through at the end here is really neat. Good old Credits Island. The shifting floor and everything I think was really cool. This level was my very first solo effort, the other released level being Mario Metal, a collab with Apollyon for the Autumn 2020 contest. I didn't do a great job, Apollyon really saved that, but hey, we got second. When I say solo though, I don't quite mean I did this entire level myself. This level would not have been possible without the efforts of many people, and it would be kind of rude to leave them unmentioned. So it's nice this guy, you know, puts in all the credits and whatnot, shoutouts and so forth. If you got here with Tails or Knuckles, I respect the hustle, but please do the rest of the level. I worked harder on that part than this part. Ari was here. Nick, nick, nick. And that's that level. Not perfect, but I think for a beginner level, it's really good. For somebody who's just starting out. Ooh, Portal. Portal's always fun. It's a good time, I tell you. I haven't played it in a long time, but I enjoy it. Something Zone is another one of those ones that's just broken. Can't do it. In any case, I'm going to move on to another original level design contest pack. Good. There's more levels out there that I'd like to play. And there are some packs that have a lot more good ones over some packs that have a lot of not-so-good ones. Ooh, speaking of, we should do Autumn 2020. That one was really good, from what I remember. Oh, Diablo 1. You think you're going to be able to touch Diablo after all the times you've told me that Diablo has been absolutely ingrained in your brain so badly that you're going insane? Are you sure? Are you sure? Was it this one or another one? I forget. I'm trying to remember which one is the one that I really like. Yeah, Autumn 2020 was not a very good level design contest year. So I'm pretty sure it might have been one of the other ones. It might have been 2021 Part 2, perhaps? Yeah, this is through experience. I know that a good amount of those are broken in the Autumn 2020 variant. And then on top of that, well, just a lot of them are really not that good. I wish I could say otherwise, but they're just not. They're just not. And really, it's to the point where I'd say, don't bother with it yourselves. Like, if you don't have to do it, then don't do it, man. You don't need that in your lives. Alright, is this the one that I was thinking of? No. Can I switch on to the other one without it breaking? Y'all gotta give me a moment here. I'm trying to figure out which one is which.
Approaching platform 22, R1, is the...
It's 22 round 2. Oh, God, yes, this is the one I was trying to find. Alright. I'm gonna exit out and then go back in just to make sure that it's not broken. But yeah, it's 2022. Round 2, that's the good one that has a whole bunch of really fun levels in it. I think it's probably from 2021 onward, after the really shitty one that they had in autumn, that they started getting a lot of really good levels in them. So yeah, definitely want to see quite a few of those from that pack, because I know that one is stellar compared to many others. Not having to do stuff like Festung oder so, which means fortress or something. Was it 2022 round 2? Pretty sure. There we go. Thank you, unfailing memory. This one has a lot of good levels in it. I like them a lot. PP Crypt is a bit of one to go through, but Crash Course Zone, that one's kind of unique and fun. Greens Hill Zone. Kind of wondering if it's got that one that I really like. Oh yeah, this is where we had Egg TV Network for the first time. I know there's Zaxel one over there because I don't know what it is. He just kept on submitting them. Couldn't get away from it. Lost Fortress, Speed Highway. That's one of my favorites for there. Let's go through Speed Highway. I like that one. Let's do it up. By Lucas Lixolso. Well, he did a fantastic job on this. I have a lot of fun playing it. Mainly because it goes with the mods that I've got it on perfectly. And just all in all, it's one of those areas that allows you to go really fast. You got no regrets for doing so. No regrets. Woo-hoo-hoo. God, I love that so much. And smashing through the glass and everything. Oh, that is just so fun to be able to do that. It's just one of those things, you know? Personally, I think it's what makes a really good level pack, is if you have a little bit of smashy glass. Ooh, alright, okay. I get a free emblem out of that for doing some really fancy stuff, then won't say no to that. I messed up. I messed up. See, I saw it there, I wanted to take it, I didn't do it quite right. It's okay. Things can be fixed. What is this? See, sometimes it doesn't go my way all the time. Sometimes it just does stupid stuff like that. So it's fun to try and do stuff perfectly, like, right off the bat. See, like, that's how it should have done. But now the game's just kicking me in the teeth for trying to be cool. Oh, come on, game. Come on. You know you want to give it to me. Oh, I see that over there. I see you over there, Ad Break. I don't want to admit you're there. Oh, holy crap. Oh my gosh. You know what? I'll take that snooze action one more time because I want to be able to finish this. Just like in Sonic Adventure. It's actually really hard to do this if you've got some of the mods that I've got on. At least, you know, being able to do it without getting absolutely in the testicles, but I'd say we did good. So yeah, if you don't have Sonic Adventure, and you want to be able to play, I don't know, something that's kind of similar for free, that's really cool, this is a good option to do it in. Just grab the old level contest pack and, hey, you're good to go. Ooh, stuck that. Absolutely stuck that. Ha ha ha. So yeah, I'll tell you, I really wish I did get that in the middle there off that first jump, but, well, you can't have them all, can you? I don't think there's anything out here that I can really get through without it being quick enough. Not sure. Most of these levels are pretty lengthy. Maybe Crash Course Zone? I'll try it. Personally, I think this one's really cool because you get to maneuver the sandboard. If you're really good at doing this, you can get some pretty cool things out of this course. Not that it's all that easy to go through here. This is actually one of the harder ones to go through. Better than Adventure 1's snowboard segment. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe not. Kind of hard to tell on that one. Because, I mean, I'll say that some of it is pretty good for that sort of thing. Some of it, maybe not so great. You really got to be so specific about how you handle things on it. It's kind of weird. Ow. I saw that emblem up there, but I didn't get it. Though I gotta give him props. This is very cool level design that you get to go through. There's a lot of different ways for you to go through the design of this level. Oh yeah, the camera's perspective behind it makes it a lot better, but the camera tilt that I have installed can also make it not so great. So really, that's one of those things where it's like, oh, it depends, you know? You could be playing without mods, that might make it a little bit harder, can make it a little bit better. It depends on your taste, you know? I wonder how fast I can go through Seaside Coast Zone. Probably not fast enough to be able to get through here. Oh hey, an emerald. Mine. This is one of those really weird level packs where it's just completely cut off from everything. Another reason why I find that just like kind of weird is because it's like, yeah, why is it so cut off from everything else? Ordinarily, I wouldn't be so affected by that, you know? But it is weird that it's just so cut off. Just weird. I mean, it's a fun little short level, but it's weird. In either case, though, we do have that ad break coming on up, so we're going to go through that, and then when we come back, we'll probably be doing a little bit more of the original level design content that we've been enjoying so far. So stay tuned. There's definitely quite a lot more that we can go through, and enjoy. So we'll be back in just a moment. See you then. Yeah, welcome back, everybody. Thank you so much for waiting. Let's get back into some more Sonic Robo Blast 2 original level design content, shall we? Oh, what to do next? What to do next? Ooh, maybe Auburn Heights. Haven't done this one in a while. Made by Cool Cat. Not that Cool Cat, though, guys. Not that Cool Cat. If you're thinking it's that one, it really isn't. Ooh, but this is such a cool level. It really is. Mainly because of the sound design and the look. I appreciate this one a lot. You can tell there was a lot of care and love put into this. Ooh, redirected me right over to a shield. I'm always happy to get a shield. But this, again, is another one of them levels that you can go through and just absolutely blaze through at the speed of sound. And it feels good to be able to do it. With, I believe, a soundtrack that came from Sonic Colors, perhaps? I'm not quite sure. Upgrade to my shield? Hell yeah. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, right. I always forget that when I skip ahead and bounds like that, sometimes I can forget to press the dang button. And sometimes I get sent back to here because things are jank. Not my fault. Well, kind of my fault. Let's try and do that without absolutely flubbing it this time, shall we? All I'm supposed to do is go through... Oh, not that. Really, truly, and honestly, not having a good time with trying to get through that one area there because it is juking me out with what I believe to be a false thing that I shouldn't be going towards. Like, what's going on here? Why is it leading all the way back to over there and then bouncing me that way when I shouldn't be going that way? I just came through there, didn't I? Okay, alright. This is one of those situations where I've accidentally confused myself so much where I'll just redo it. See, that's the only problem with a lot of these stages, is that if you lose, you know, a sense of consistency with where you're going, then it can turn into a nightmare. But it's not that bad. Get my shield back. That's the least I can do. Oh, God, that was so cool. Did you see that? Bounce off the tree and everything. That's so great. Okay, so I should have been going this way the whole time. Fair enough. See, now I'm not lost. Because I'm not lost, I'm having a better time with it. Very simple. Whoop. Ah, no. See, again, one of the things that really like about these stages is that they have a bunch of recovery options for you. So if you do fail in like one or two areas, it's not a complete lockout. Now, that's kind of level that would be really good if it was like somewhat sandwiched in between maybe something new, maybe something not so new. See, at this point, I'm just playing it again for my own game. Because I like having fun with it. Ha ha ha! Oh, yeah. When you know how to go fast, you know how to go fast. Then again, I feel like I just did another loop. How do I keep doing this to myself? Am I just loopy? I could be. Again, it might be my problem, it might be the level's problem, I can't really tell because sometimes, I don't know. Directions and stuff. Know what I mean? It's somewhat on the level to give me good direction through where I should be going, but it's then also somewhat on me, you know, to understand where I should be going after that part as well. That's my kind of take on the whole thing there, you know? Boink. Oh, that is really cool, though. I like that. Where you do the little wraparound right here, and then you use your motion to go like that. It's a very good stage for motion, movement, fluidity. It's so cool. I love that. It's just, I wish there was a little bit more guidance on where you're going. You know, maybe a few more ring trails. A couple of them arcing through the air wouldn't be a bad idea for that level. Consistency, folks. That's what I'm aiming for when I come to these levels. A little bit of consistency never hurts. Speaking of which, I want to do Speed Highway again. I'm not satisfied with how it went last time. I'm gonna get me a good run if it kills me. Which might actually happen. Oh well. Either way, this is just such a fun stage to play through. Going through it again, I mean, that's the treat in itself. Yoo-hoo! Oh, I love that spring. That is, without a doubt, one of the most fun springs that you can go through in this level. Ha! Got him! See, now, if I can get that ramp down at the bottom there, that just absolutely sends me careening off onto those second up ramps, the, you know, later part of the level here. That'll make me happy. That's the only thing I'm really asking for. Oh, I should have grabbed that. I should have grabbed that. That's okay. Doing this to go through that level area, that's not bad. Great. So here's where I screwed up the first time on that. There, now I've got it good. I evolve quickly. I evolve very, 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 very quickly. That's what I do. Things that may have absolutely scuttered me in the first place will no longer do so on the second go-around. You know, sometimes it takes a couple of tries to get it, but, you know, I'm not bad at it. I'm not bad at it. This isn't Sonic 06. You know, there are some mods out there that are Sonic 06. I think I saw a couple of level packs of that, if you wanted to see some of that, Zordon. Hope you're having a good day. Hope things are going good for you. Hope you aren't smashing into, you know, pillars like I am. That being said, this is a really good run of Speed Highway. I am not unhappy about it. Ooh, emblem grab too. Love getting emblem grab. For those uninitiated, those emblems are really hard to find in a lot of areas around here. So being able to get one, it's a nice little achievement on top of being just, you know, able to play the stage. Stuck the landing on that, very nice. Perfect. Perfect. So, you know, that's a good run through Speed Highway. That is a good run. But, yeah, you know, I think we've looked through a lot of levels here in the original level design contest. Let me take a look. Let me take a look, Zordon. I'm only exiting out. So I have to do that in order to reload things or load up, you know, new packs. But I think I'm pretty certain that they had a thing for Sonic 06. Let me check that. Sonic Robo Blast. 2 custom maps. Pretty damn sure they have something for that. Sonic 06, Sonic 06. By filter by downloads. Pretty sure they had something. Oh yeah, here it is. An open asset for Sonic 2006 extended port of a solid level pack. Alright. I'll just quickly grab that. We'll be good to go. Wonder if I need the music for that too. Probably. Nice thing about this sort of thing is I can just grab it and go. There. Done. Well, alrighty, Zordon. Let's see what Sonic 2006 has for us. Ooh. There we go. You know, it's very high up there on the list for downloads. So I'm thinking that we're probably going to have a lot of good attention being given to it. If it was downloaded so many times, I would imagine that, you know, it's a really good pack. Let's see. Music and level. Oh! Loads up fine. Looks good. Look at that. What a pack. Well, you wanted Sonic 06. Here you go. You got Sonic 06. The good version. These are some neat level combinations. I like this a lot so far. I can see why there were so many downloads. Oh yeah, the running over the water and everything. Nifty. Yeah, very nifty. I can't believe it. It took a fan-made game in order to turn Sonic 06 into something that's good. I can't believe I'm uttering those words out of my mouth right now, guys. Sonic 06 good. I'm not insane, am I? Oh, come on, get up there, buddy. Yeah, there you go. It feels strange to say that combination of words. Like, after everything that Sonic 06 has been through. It seems strange, you know what I mean? But here we are. I mean, it looks great, it feels great. I'm running on water like Jesus. It's great. And everything about this level pack is clear and concise, too. I don't feel beguiled trying to go through one of these. Like, it feels very straightforward for me to go from point A to point B in this. You know? It looks good, it sounds good. Very cool. Do not touch quicksand. It can hurt you. Alright. Fair enough. So I'm gonna have to be, well, I don't know, a little bit more careful with this area, but that's fine. Having to put a little bit more care into where you steer and where you go is never a bad thing. Yeah, I'm not getting up there. What do you guys think of this so far? I really, really am a fan of this. Oh, and they even have the breakable wooden blocks. That is so cool. Like, I know they did that remake of Sonic 06 where it made some things better, and it made it so that Sonic 06 was, like, serviceable. But right out the gate, I'd say that this is, like, the definitive way if you wanted, like, 06 content. This is, like really, really, really good. I'm having such a good time. To open this door, you need to have all 7 Chaos Emeralds. Oh. Gee, I guess they have Chaos Emeralds in this one? Hmm. Push 2 balls into the hole to open the door. Fair enough. I wonder what's behind there. I wonder where I can get, you know, Chaos Emeralds within this. Find the switch to open the door. Okay. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay. We're still good, we're still good. Like I've said for many other of the packs that I've been playing so far, this one has very solid recovery options. And I'm appreciative of that. You know? Need to find the emerald switch to open this door. Okay. It's in one of these boxes. Oh, but they are hiding goodies underneath them. Which teaches me that I should be smashing boxes open. Aha! What's all this here, then? Oh, yeah, okay, we've already been this way. Ah! My first Chaos Emerald! Nice! So I'm gonna be, like, tasked with finding all the Chaos Emeralds with going through here? Like, I gotta wonder, you know? Plus, I mean, that was there, but then where do I go next now that I have it? Questions abound, my friends. Questions abound. Maybe this is a different area. I don't know. Maybe I need to find one of those balls around to open up an area around here? Oh, okay, so there's floors to this. Okay. Alright, that's pretty clever. I'll give him that. Okay, so there are hidden emeralds throughout these levels, and I'm gonna want to have to come back to that in order to be able to, you know, do something about it. Don't get out of here. That is a silly, silly boss design. It's not all that dangerous if you know how to deal with it. But it is silly enough to kind of catch you off guard sometimes. That's what's happening here with me right now, because it's just literally just going around in circles being all like, flip. I'm gonna shoot my goo all over the stage, says Eggman. Gotcha, bitch. Ha 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 ha. So now I'm curious. I wonder how many of these I've got. Oh, snowboard levels! Oh, and they're really good. Even better than the ones that we were playing. I remember this. I remember this from Game Grumps and the two of them being all like, "Yeah, it's terrible, John." You know? "You're right, Eagle Raptor, it's terrible." Oh. And they were glitching into the side of the mountain. But this is pretty good. I mean, it's a little bit weird with the woggling that I've got on. That's because of a mod that I have, but otherwise, this is very serviceable. And I bet you without the tilts, the Quake Tilt mod that I have in here, it would be pretty darn great. But am I supposed to go this way or that way? Uh-oh, now we've got problems. See, now we're back in that Game Grumps episode. "Hey, John, I can't go somewhere. Oh, I'm stuck in the wall, John. I'm stuck in the wall." You're right, Aaron. Like what, do I jump here? Oh, okay. Yeah, alright. Whee! The only reason I can do that is because I've got that goofy-ass 3DO controller. Oh, and I can get off the skateboard. Okay. Alright. That's so mean of me to make them sound like gremlins. I shouldn't do that to them. I shouldn't do that to poor God, you know, John and Aaron. They've had a hard time lately. You know, just trying to get their affairs in order and not be on poop jokes left, right, and center, but they used to be pretty good. I used to like to, you know, watch them. Can't do a John trying to push him without going, yeah, fuck yeah. I don't know, if you ask me, the whole case with JonTron was just kind of weird. Because, I mean, he started out being a huge video game guy, right? And did things like bootlegs and so forth. And that was all pretty awesome. But then all of a sudden it's just like, I don't know, he started getting into really weird reviews of really weird stuff. And at that point it was just kind of like, well, I guess that was JonTron. I mean, the stuff that he talks about nowadays is kind of moderately interesting. But then at the same time, I don't really give a shit. You know, to be bluntly frank. Like, neat that he's talking about Dan Aykroyd and Crystal Skull Vodka and everything like that, but no, at the same time, it's kind of like, come on, man. Kind of miss the video game stuff that you were doing. You went off brand, and I'm a little bit bored. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I kind of thought that was going to be one of those, yeah? Sometimes it's not immediately obvious that you gotta be killing everything in a given area to proceed, but, you know. But yeah, John's gone nowadays. They got Danny in there now. Most of the humor is poop jokes and stuff like that, and like, you know, it's the sort of stuff that you're probably gonna get from a kid that's, you know, 12 years old, that sort of thing. I mean, that is their demographic. Apparently they figured that out. Another emerald door. I don't have all the Chaos Emeralds. But they did used to have some nuance that I really liked. Kinda sucks that it ain't there anymore. Shisha. Caught a rare olive Ridley turtle. Ooh. Nice catcher, Thunder. Good fishing to you, my bro. Alright, Crisis City. This is the one that's like really popular with everybody. Like when you mentioned Sonic 06, you can't go 2 seconds without somebody mentioning, oh, Crisis City! That's the one with the really cool OST and everything, and that was really good in Sonic Generations. I don't make the rules, that's just literally how people act when it comes to Sonic 06. They seem to all really like this one. Except for the part where you're running away from the flames. Because that's, you know, really badly coded. And everybody constantly dies. God, what a cool pack so far, though. This is really well made. I can't go through there. Oh, those cracks in the floor are representative of, oh, okay, that's pretty neat. I'm the Fishmaster Barkeep Lake. You are getting a good lot of catches there. You got yourself an oyster. Heck, maybe if you shuck it, you might be able to find some good stuff out of there. Down the hole. Orange spotted spinefoot and everything. Yeah, it's none of the ones that I've got added in as like custom catches. Those ones are kind of rare still. I don't know what it is. The game just kind of likes to give you, you know, normal stuff. And then every once in a while they'll just add in something that's absolutely weird. It's nice, isn't it? You get to fish, you get to be up on a leaderboard and compete against other people. That is an emerald, how do I get it? How do I open this door, damn it? Where's the switch? I have seen an emerald and now I want it. Oh yeah, you got Commander Gore. Good old Commander Gore. Tragic what happened to him in Shimigami Tensei. No, no. Oh, you darn little dude. Makes me angry. Seriously though, how do I get to that? Requires that I get a switch pressed around here somewhere, and I have no idea where that switch is. Like, it's not like I'm gonna be able to spin around here in front of the door and be all like, woo! Then make it work. Oh! Oh, you fished up something grody. That's what you get, Ursunder. You go fishing in the lake, you expect to catch all kinds of things, man. You can't just, you know, go fishing and not expect there to be some weird catches every now and again, you know? Oh, but seriously, I really want that emerald now, and I have no idea how to get to it. It's like I'm looking through the cage here to just kind of see if I can't spot something, but the door, like there's a door right there and I'm not sure how I'm supposed to do something about it. Like if there's a switch later on in the level, maybe that? It does open up those cages. Hello, maybe it got the door. What about up here? Maybe this is where I need to be going. They went to Sonic 06 to once again absolutely bamboozle me for where I'm supposed to be going for particular things. Ah, the door's still closed. I mean, wouldn't they have the Switch in some sort of, like, close proximity? Not that I'm the god king of level design, but it just kind of feels like that would be a thing, right? Or do they have it hidden somewhere? I've already been this way. Yeah, bamboozled and boom-bazzled and absolutely foom-fazzled, my friend. Giving me a tough time trying to figure out where the heck I get this emerald from, and it's the blue one, so I know it's the second in the whole, you know, emerald series. So I either grab this thing, or otherwise I feel bad about the fact that I didn't grab it. Oh, you got a carp! Oh man, those are really useful, Earthsunder. Do you know why they're so useful? Ooh, emblem. That's always nice to find. But do you know why carp are so useful? It's because you can teach them a trade, Earthsunder. They can learn carpentry. Now, where is that switch? It's gonna be somewhere that I just absolutely haven't checked, I bet you anything. Band's Barkeep, yeah. That was a terrible joke, but I loved it all the same. It's not down there. Ooh. Ooh. There's an emerald in the presence of me, and I have no idea about where I'm supposed to be going on how to get it. There is a door. There is a grate over here that shows me towards it. How do I unlock the door? I have no idea. Like, I went through here, I hit the switch there. Maybe it's through this glass over this way? Oh, okay. It's bouncing me along a lot of pathways here. I would say that helped me out absolutely 0%. Unless there was something that I was supposed to hit that I didn't quite get to. I'm not sure. I'm legitimately not sure right now. You guys have any ideas in chat? Like, I might be absolutely bamboozled on this. Like, it throws me all the way over here, right? And that takes me to the door, so what am I not seeing? Like, if I look up here, there's literally nothing. Unless there's something within the infrastructure over here that I was supposed to see. It's just like an invincibility box, but yeah. Oh, this is perfect. Watch this. What if I'm supposed to kill all the enemies in the area? You think that might be it? Oh god, if that's really it. If I'm supposed to kill all the enemies in the area... and I didn't realize that the whole time... that might be a little bit difficult to do. No, that might not be it. Because I've killed a lot of enemies here, and that thing is still sealed up tight. You there. Come here. Swear to God, I will kill every enemy in this area until I am done. Whoop! Uh-oh. Oh goodness. Alright. Not sure exactly where I am right now, but... See, I don't know, man. This feels like level progression right here. Yeah. Yeah, this feels like level progression. As much as I do like that level progression and all that, I would personally like to go back, try and get that emerald. It's kind of cool you do get the option to go back, actually try. Yeah, but I'll need a little bit more gumption to be able to get there. Yeah, definitely not enemies. They all respawned when I came back into this area. I mean, that's Death Pit. No. I wouldn't have thought this would be so obtuse. I mean, kind of a bad part of this, to be honest. Unless there's something, like, very straightforward that I'm not getting. Like, you got the door there, you got me. Where's the switch? I would imagine there's a switch. And there's absolutely no hints to it either. I don't know. Like, I gotta switch around here. Like, I'm really confused. You would think there'd be something of the nature. I wonder if there's a hint online, to be honest. I'm not above looking for an online hint, especially in the pack that I haven't played for a long while. Let's see. Wow, there's some people out there who think that these level designs are not great. I mean, it's not that bad, but... Yeah, well, even in this, they don't have any hints for where you can find how to get those emeralds and whatnot. Arg! That's just gonna bug me forever. Like, it tells you to go this way with the arrow. And then, like, where does it want you to go? Like, the only thing that's doing is it's just bouncing you over to this door over here. And then there's nothing nearby. And that over there, I think, is just a continuation of where you're supposed to go for, you know, just finishing out the level. So they do direct you to the door. It's just, where's the switch? Do I have to, like, restart the level? I would have to check that out, because I'm not sure. Maybe look around during some of the earlier areas here and see if there's just, I don't know, a pressure plate that I missed. That's one of those things I really like, though. You know when you have that oh type moment? And you figured out that you missed something that you were supposed to get the first time around, and then when you do get it, it's always fun to go through that kind of a thing. The only reason why I don't think it's that, though, is just the fact that a lot of these areas are so linear. And I mean, that's what this area is supposed to be. It's a very linear area. Yeah, because once you come out into here, there's not, like, anything that you've missed, per se. Alright. There's only one thing that a man can do in this situation. Destroy boxes. Well, that and maybe try and get up over here. I mean, it's useful. Not gonna say no to a fire shield in the fire level. But, yeah, confusing. Was there something around here that I neglected? This kind of looks like a harder area to go through. So maybe they had the emerald lock through going through a harder area, maybe? That's my theorem so far. The only thing hard about this is just having to go through all these jumps. Ugh. Pinpoint jumps in this kind of a Sonic game still do not inspire a lot of confidence within my gut. Yeah, look at that. I don't see anything up there. There's nothing. Yeah, I can definitely attest it's not my favorite when you have to go throughout the entirety of a level trying to figure out where one thing is. Yeah, because we're all the way back here now, right? So, the only thing I could possibly think is that it might be hidden in a box somewhere or on a ledge that I haven't gotten to. Because otherwise, I would have to be inclined to agree with whoever that was online that posted that some of the level design here is just not all that great. Because, like, yeah, that's not that great if you're hiding, you know, just, like, one thing that you're supposed to go and do in order to get a Chaos Emerald. It's not great. It's not great. And I shouldn't have to be going around here just kind of like all, where's the thing, you know? I feel like I've broken open a lot of boxes here. There can't be many of them left. Alright, well. I mean, now I am thoroughly confused. If it's not killing enemies, which has been a prerequisite for this sort of thing in the past, and if it's not a switch on the floor, which I would have thought it would have been the other option for it, then how did they expect you to get to that emerald? What, am I just cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs now? Is that what's going on here? Oh, yeah, there it is. There's the emerald. There's the door. That button over there is explicitly for opening up the next area of the stage. Right? Yeah, that's the feeling. Exactly, Ursunder. Exactly how I'm feeling right now. I'm going over one part of the level 6 times because obviously I've missed something. There's a door right there, and I, for the life of me, cannot find a switch. Like, come on. And for all intents and purposes, it's not that over there. We can absolutely rule out the fact that it is not the switch that opens up the next part of the area. Sir Thunder. Yeah. We're about to be hurt Sunder. Because I'm feeling hurt over how not great this level area is. God, you know, if you're going to put an emerald like that in a location like this, make the switch accessible. You know? Like, I'm pretty sure I'm not the crazy one here. So none of these over here, these are just, you know, things that are jettisoning fire out. Man, we were having such a good time until the game decided to do this. Make a man want to do CL no clip. And I wish that this would be new over here, but it isn't. You know? This just all brings me back to the same point. You know what? You know what? Can I no clip? I'm pretty damn sure. Yeah, screw you. Screw you, kid. I'm so angry about that. I'm so angry about that. Like, what was the intended answer for this? And apparently that's the third one, so I've missed one somewhere, which, you know, not cool with that either way. Just not cool with it. And I feel like my chat will understand, you know, it's just, that was terrible. That was honest to God terrible. If there was a switch or something nearby, I would understand, you know? But this was badly made. So I'm taking that emerald out of the game's paycheck. You know, that's their due payment to me for having a crappy level design area right there. Now, I can get through the rest of the level without feeling like I'm being absolutely slam dunked on, for no good reason. I tell you. It's a shame. I thought we were going to have ourselves a 06 issue 3 level. And then the game just decided, no, nope, never mind. Nope. And that's just so annoying because the rest of the level is just absolutely fantastic. You know? I don't like to ding levels for small things like that, you know what I mean? Oh, that's cheeky. Okay, alright. See, it's got so many cool things like that, where you gotta ascend this little area here in order to finish the game. Or, well, not the game, but the level in the game. See, this is neat. I like that. They got good little quirks and, you know, good design throughout the rest of it. It's so sad to see it fail like that. But I digress. I think we've gone on about the failings of that one level for long enough. You can just enjoy the rest of the game. Not have to think about how it absolutely shot itself in the foot. Oh, I hate those little grounder things. They're the worst. You know, in retrospect, I might have done better had I played as a different character. Then again, I don't really know how well that would have turned out, to be honest. I mean, some characters do really well in these areas, and then some characters, no. Just no. Oh god. Oh crap. Ah, we're good. I do like playing as this Sonic. The mods work well with him, he's got good control, jumping's good. I've never really had an issue with playing with the original Sonic that they give you out of, you know, right out the gate. You do a little bit of modification on them like I did, and it's really good to go. Ah, crap. Well, thank God for more rings. That would have been a really big problem. Another emerald door, huh? Emerald switch is broken. Perhaps the entrance is on the other side. See, where was my hint last level? Because that's great. I love seeing a perfectly good hint like that. That makes me happy to see that they, you know, did it correctly. But the fact that they bumped it up in the last level there makes me a little bit unhappy. Yep. Would have liked to have had that shield, but, you know, can't have luxury all the time. How to open that door is the question now. Oh, don't tell me that it's, you know, something that I have to be able to break open metal boxes with. So I don't think I have anything for that. Well, in this case, there's always no clip. For one, Barkeep just does not have the patience to deal with things. I wonder what they meant by it being on the other side, though. Because if it was there, it'd be really hidden. And I've just gone back the way I came. Huh. Well, actually, I think that's probably going to do it for tonight, guys. We got a good little look-see into the Sonic 06 compilation pack here. It's actually pretty darn good, you know, for what it is. I thought it could be a little bit better in some parts, but at the end of the day, not bad. Not bad for an 06 modification to be put into Sonic Robo Blast 2. We got to see a lot of original level design content today. We got to see a lot of original levels. I had a lot of fun. I hope you guys did too. But yeah, that's going to do it for tonight, for today's stream. Had a lot of fun with that. I hope you guys enjoyed it. You know, I'm uploading a lot of the stuff onto YouTube, so well, who knows? Maybe the 06 content will make it up onto the channel sometime. Maybe, maybe not. We're going to be back on Monday with more Evergrace. That's probably what we're going to be doing next time. Look forward to that until then. And let's go ahead and see if we can't find somebody to raid on out to. Go ahead and boot up the VIP machine. Who's the lucky VIP to get raided on out to? Oh, and as usual, guys, thank you so much for coming on in. I really do enjoy playing these games and hanging out with you guys when I can. Sometimes I don't get to do that. You know, it kind of sucks, but I try to make as much time as I can for being able to come on over and show you guys some cool stuff. All right, VIP for tonight is Ing's Gaming Sanctum. Or Sanctum, did I say that right? Jeez. But there's our raid message. Make sure to copy that, post that into Ing's Gaming Sanctum. We go on over there and say hello to them. And as usual, everybody, look after your friends, look after your family, look after all the important people in your life. Look after the important people that you got hanging around. Make sure you got food on your table, a roof over your head. Make sure that you have nice, cool weather for these warm, hot moments. There we go. And make sure you got yourself a couple of mods for Sonic Robo Blast 2, because if you don't, it might be a little bit of a difficult thing for you guys to be able to play that game, because sometimes, you know, sometimes the controls aren't all that great. Alright, everybody, thank you so much for watching. This has been Barkeep. We'll see you all guys later. You have a wonderful evening. Good night.